Hello, everybody. How are you guys doing? How's your Wednesday going? What y'all up to? Anything fun and exciting? We might have to go in. It might get windy out here. It's nice out, but it's getting hot. It's getting hot. It's supposed to be in the 90s today. It's supposed to get up to 100 this week. And some of you are still getting snow. It's crazy. We got a lot to talk about. Let's get back into it. Happy Wednesday. Hey, Cotton Candy. Hey, Anna. Music City Mom. Liberty Farmer. Oh, I bet that felt good, but I bet it stings a little bit today. Hey, Catherine. Hey, Forever Army. S. Francisco. Note to self. I need to post Kyle's third and fourth session. They got the other side of the wrist, the back side where the worm is, and then they started doing the Cheshire Cat on his upper shoulder. It looks really good, but it's a lot. Hey, Note to self. Hey, Ree. Janice in Accounting. Jen. Hetty. BJ Workout Leggings. Zoya. Sharon. Polish. Danny. Brandywine. Rondi. Rainbow. Proud Mimi. CK. Young Wheezy. Avi. Chatty. Revival. Allie Ray. Hey, Smiles. Hey, Toots. Lip Locked. Rose of Sharon, Lurker, I hope you're doing good. Hey, True Crime with Eve. Hey, Mercedes Girl. Hey, how are you? All right. Let's get into it. We're going to finish up what we were talking about yesterday, which is an evolving mess of shit. But I figured let's play fetch because sounds like somebody thinks we're playing ball. I mean, bitch, we can play fetch if you want to. Take that ball and run home. Maybe some balls in your mouth might shut you up for once. I don't know. I have no idea at this point. They all need some balls in their mouth to shut the fuck up is what I'm feeling after yesterday and what we're about to get into. Because my God, you might need some sedation for this one because it is going to go from bad to worse. And I'm going to tell you that right up front. Like, don't expect the lineup to get any better as today goes on. Oh, I could show the cute puppy. I don't know where he's at. Hold on. Let me find him. Oh, I found him. Oh, he's right here. And guess what he found? Hank, get back over here. What do you got? Why are you taking your... He's taking his stick and running home. He knows I'm going to take it from him. So he's... Can you guys see him? Look it. He knows. I take the sticks from him. So he's like, Mom, stop taking my stick. I even bought him his own indestructible stick, but it's not the same as the sticks he finds all over the place. He doesn't like it because it doesn't shred. Hank, just doing Hank. He's just, you got clickbaited. Hank doesn't really play fetch yet either. Hank plays keep away. Hank plays, I got the ball and you catch me. That's what he does. He doesn't really understand fetch. He thinks that you just chase him. Last night he had the zoomies so bad. Oh my gosh. He was running across the top of the couch. We had to clear everybody off the couch because he was running across the back of it and bouncing. He was literally on the second part of the couch, like lapping. It was a mess, but we ran him out. I show the puppy. I exploit the dog every day. Don't feel any type of way about it, but I just got him. I just adopted him solely to exploit him on YouTube. I mean, that's why I got all my animals, correct? Like, I just get them to exploit on YouTube. I mean, that makes so much sense, right? He's got them, pointer lever. He's got those too. He just prefers to go grab the all-natural ones. He's got bully sticks. He's got teething shoes. He's got teething bones. He's got ropes. He's got antlers. He's got all sorts of shit. Nope. He prefers to go hunt for sticks. It's just his thing right now. In fact, watch. He thinks he's sneaky. He thinks he's sneaky. Mom's busy. Another one that thinks, look at me. Hey, Hank, what are you doing? See, look it. Sir, haven't you cleaned up enough sticks in the yard yet? Don't you think you've gotten enough? Don't you think you've gotten enough? Tell your friends. She keeps picking on me. She won't let me have all the sticks I want. Oh, he's such a pain in the rear end. Come here. He's actually a really good boy. He's a really good boy. He's already had his treats for the day, too. Oh, well, there's one right there. Oh, yeah. By the way, just so everybody knows, nobody eats at the table. So before anybody says, oh my God, the cats eat at the table. No, this is the cat buffet. Nobody eats at this table. Only the cats. So this is the cat dining table. So there's that.
They eat out of each other's bowls. They're so bad.
My house is just ran by the animals, but don't let it fool you. I bought the table just so their bowls can sit on the table, just for YouTube exploitation. That's it. Don't fool yourself for any other reason. It's all for YouTube. Huh?
Let's try this new Red Bull.
Oh God, Kenzie. All right, you guys ready? You ready to talk about it all? Hank's ready. Hank's ready to go. You got your squeaker, buddy? I'm sure you'll hear him in the background. Kenzie's trying a new Red Bull here with us. Typical.
Ice vanilla berry. The berries.
She says the ice vanilla berry Red Bull is disgusting. So there's Kenzie's review on that.
I'm gonna drink it though because it's Red Bull. So.
She's going to drink it anyways. Any other complaints from the complaint department before I start my live?
Though, so the dogs can't get to it.
No, sir. No, sir.
And
come on. Let's go. Come on.
Them, like,
come on, sir.
So we just put them right there. We don't use it. Even
no. No, Rainbow. They have their own bar over here. Come here. Come on. No, we're going to leave her alone. Hold on. Now he's going to bug Bella. He says, Mom's busy, so I'm going to go bite Bella's butt so she'll snap at me so it can sound like I'm getting in trouble because I'm going to get in trouble if I keep biting her butt. Leave her be. Leave her butt alone. These pesky animals. Oh, no, Mercedes girl. I'm so sorry. So I'm going to open it up with a shit show. Because we're going to go into a shit show. So let's just get going into the shit show. Oh, there they go. They're playing. Don't mind them. Oh, Bella's telling him about himself. Everybody run.
Gotta push a damn button. And I got a 3 damn hour interview with Don Wells. I didn't even know the man was subscribed to me, and he dropped in, and guess what? He wanted a link. And guess what? Bitch, I didn't even know how to drop a link. I said, call me, honey, if you ain't a troll. I had my legs propped up, bitch. Something must be wrong with you, lady.
This is just your reminder to throw those legs up, prop them up, get comfortable. Still not quite sure how this ever happened, but just making sure y'all know, throw those legs up in the air.
Hour interview with Don Wells. I didn't even know the man was subscribed to me, and he dropped in, and guess what? He wanted a link. And guess what? Bitch, I didn't even know how to drop a link. I said, call me, honey, if you ain't a troll. I had my legs propped up, bitch. Something must be wrong with you, lady. Something definitely must be wrong with you. So now what I think you're doing is...
That is your reminder. Get those legs propped up in every way, shape, or form. So we left off yesterday talking about the new rumor on the street. Well, the new rumor on the street actually was resurfaced a while ago by yours truly, Smiley. Smelly cat. But AV, 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Do not recommend letting your cats take over your house alongside your adult child. If you have one, do not keep them in the underneath the stairs. Do not allow them to take over your house, because pretty soon you will be questioning the animals before you make decisions for your own home. So 10 out of 10 do not recommend. Anyways, carrying on. So we were talking about how the new rumor has been concocted again and brought back around. Well, I want to take you guys back a little bit to Smiley on March 17th. So again, March 17th, she's playing the little buddy of mine over there, the CNY family, the one that has all the visions. I don't know what kind of glasses she wears, but she's got visions.
Well, we need to move forward. We need to move forward. And then he brings up him being found in the woods. Like, who says shit like that? Okay? This guy that right now is trying to be portrayed as this great teaching stepdad, and he took the time to help Sebastian, and he took the time to teach Sebastian. Yeah, well, it doesn't erase all the things you've said and done, guy.
Oh, really? Guy?
Okay.
So that's CNY family talking. This is or CYN family. No, Smiley's got it wrong. Look at her. She's got full credit, CYN family, and it's CNY family. My God, these people, you can't fix stupid. She's going to play the part that I'm talking about.
That is who it is. That is who you are.
Mother of two boys, highly recommend.
Moving on.
The closet.
I'm not sure you want me to on this new computer I got touching buttons, but I will on my phone. I'll double check and check it out. I'm serious. I don't think y'all want me touching buttons on here.
What is up? What kind of
That's
mother,
weird, though,
when her
don't you?
child is missing, takes his clothes and donates them to Goodwill? What kind of mother does that?
All right. So you heard that again, just so you guys can reference dates. So, you know, I'm not full of shit. March 17th. So CNY family came out and said, what kind of mother donates his clothes? Well, a lot of us mothers go through our children's clothes as they grow, and we take out things that are too small for our children. When we buy new stuff, we clean things out. Some people do it once a year. Some of us do it quarterly. Some people do it every couple of years. Just depends on how fast your kid's growing. And oftentimes those bag of clothes or things that you don't want end up in a stack in the garage. Bags and bags of things that need to go to donation. And sometimes they sit there for a year, couple months before you actually make it to the Goodwill, because you have a busy life. You know, that just kind of happens. And anyways, but just keep this into the back of your mind. March 17th.
What kind of mother does that?
You probably did.
Is that true? Is that true?
A good mother goes through their child's clothes and gets rid of things that are too small. Chances are, if they took things to donate, they were probably sitting in their garage way before he went missing. And
If you have to identify them for law enforcement?
She probably did. And she probably was able to because they were Sebastian's. But again, Seth ended up with a bag, allegedly, of Sebastian's old clothes because Katie supposedly was dropping them off at a good allegedly, a bag, and she probably was able to because they were
Mercedes girl, that's rough. I'm really sorry. I know it's hard to get comfortable.
for Sebastian's, but again, Seth ended up with a bag, allegedly, of Sebastian's old clothes because Katie supposedly was dropping them off at a Goodwill, and a searcher, aka a subscriber, saw her do so, called up Heather Cohen, and said,
So that's Granny talking on panel with Truth, Clue, Queen, Body,
"Oh my God, I'm over here at this shop, and Katie Prophet's here with a bag of clothes."
and Spanky was reviewing this. And CNY, it's a stream inception again. CNY clipped Spanky reviewing Truth's panel, and Smiley is now reviewing that, which I'm reviewing that.
She asked her to intercept the clothes. The lady went and told the lady what was going on. The lady said, "Sure, no problem." And Heather sent Seth over to pick them up. And Seth was saying, and he kept saying, I've been driving around with a bag of clothes in my car for over a week, and they still haven't come to get them. But they were outgrown clothes. Yeah.
I know.
So Granny is telling you a rumor that was going around on the back end of things, that a bag of clothing. Do I know if any of? No, I have no idea. Don't know. But that was being rumored, that somebody called up Heather after a bag of donations were dropped off of 2 small items again. And think of where we are today. Now we have an anonymous person coming out in a Facebook group saying that, oh, they know for a fact things were found in the landfill months later. Nash Native is the one that said that. Thank you, Music City Mom. Anybody home? Spanky, CNY family, Smiley, any of you guys here? Hello? They all just checked out? Everybody just disappeared? Again, March 17th, okay? I showed you all the Terry Lynn stuff, which hold on to your seats today because we got some going back to do. Because some people are acting a little funny, which they always kind of act a little funny, but I'm going to put some things into perspective, I hope. Hello? Anybody home? I mean, this is the most peaceful. Should we just relish in the peace and quiet for a moment? They're all shut the fuck up. Maybe they fetched the balls. They got balls in their mouth. She's there.
Okay, now you could say, I'm sorry about that, y'all. I was muted. I was just sitting here talking away. Yes, and why would you talk about cement, how deep and wide a freaking body would need to go into? And then
Because people are fucking stupid and they don't realize how long and how far and all of this shit about construction. All you guys are idiots, okay? So he was explaining it's not as simple as people think. And he was explaining in detail because people are running with stupid shit. Because people were making stupid assumptions. Smiley.
that don't even make sense. I don't care what nobody says. I don't care.
No shit. You don't care. Another
It's
one,
just
we don't
weird.
care.
Creepy. I don't understand it. Why would you even be thinking such a thing? When a child is missing, or you think that they run away or something, especially when you're Sebastian's age, the last thing you're going to be thinking is, or want to think, or it's going to pop in your head is they're dead and buried under concrete. Period.
Well, that wasn't them that were thinking that. That was the random weirdos on the internet.
You're welcome, Rita. But what I was saying when I was
Mhm.
muted, so rudely muted myself, I didn't know it. I did that to myself. Was okay. So what she's going to say is she took his stuff. Okay, so I took some stuff, or the attorney's going to say, or whoever, I took some stuff to Goodwill. He would have outgrown it. He didn't need it. We were planning on taking it anyway. So, oh, thank you. And look, Junia, that's how you say it, Junia, right? Am I right on that one? God, I'm sorry.
Again, I don't know how this is like so nefarious. If that happened, if they had some bags of clothes that were too small for him sitting in the garage, I'm sure they went through things thoroughly after he went missing to make sure they didn't miss anything. They could find everything. And I'm sure they might have, again, it makes sense to me that you're like, okay, combing through things. Oh, we have these donation bags. Let's get rid of them. None of that would be nefarious to me, but these people can make anything nefarious. So March 17th, they regurgitate that rumor. That's what they were going with here.
I'll butcher your name. But anyway, look, it looks like you would want to keep his t-shirt or a couple of shirts or something with your child's smell.
Are you stupid? things that he had outgrown. Let's just go with this. Things that he had outgrown. His bedroom, from what we know, hasn't been touched. So everything that he wore that would have his scent, his favorites, would still be there. These are outgrown items, correct? That's what you're trying to tell us, right?
Or something. Why would you get rid of it? I heard early on she got rid of all of his stuff. Why? Because she knew, in my opinion, he was not coming back. In my opinion. Yeah, make a quilt.
So why would you keep things that are too small for him anyways? How does this make any sense? But again, the twists and turns that they have been trying to take over the last month have been exceptional. And I question why.
Out of it. You know, one time I was in high school and I made a quilt out of t-shirts. Honest to goodness. Make a quilt out of it.
Here they all come with their great ideas.
Yeah, why not give it to Seth? Exactly.
Seth would have had stuff at his home also. Again, what they are trying to tell you is a bag of outgrown items. What?
And
she sucks.
Yeah, don't forget the private property, secondhand construction. I'm just saying, there's so many things. I'm just saying. But why not give it to Seth, right?
There's no proof that clothes were found in the landfill. Lavender, there's no proof that clothes were found in the landfill.
And then
hey, Shift.
She had the nerve to leave her house and
how dare she leave the house?
Go hold Chris's hand. She told Nancy Grace.
How dare she leave the house and go be with her husband, her support system? How dare
she? Wasn't going back to work just yet, but
how dare she go be with her partner who makes her feel safe when weirdos from the local area and other states were coming into town to film them, fly drones over their house, talk to their neighbors? How dare she?
She was going with Chris while he went to do that. You don't hold a grown man's hand while he goes and see if he can get a job. Come on now. If you got a missing child, you stay at home and you either look for that child or, you sit there and you wait and you wait and you wait.
My point of this is what I'm going to tell you, what I'm going to show you here. So this, again, was regurgitated March 17th. It didn't get enough of a reaction that they needed. So March 17th, they start regurgitating rumors, trying to paint them. Once again, I mean, it's been their every weekly thing. New rumors, regurgitated rumors, strumming up all the bullshit, right? So then we go into March 21st, an emergency order for protection was filed against 2 defendants, which is weird distractions again. Then that goes on. The team's over there spinning new rumors. Seth does another live stream. Everything's just spinning. Then all of a sudden we have an anonymous person that says, I know that they found clothing 2 months later in the landfill. I'll show you that from Spanky. You find this shocking that people were talking about potentially a bag of his items that were too small for him being donated, and then randomly an anonymous poster that claims that, they have some connection to the landfill pops up with information that they know for a fact. These people are clowns. And you have Terry Lynn over there spinning stories, making no sense, talking about, well, allegedly it was Seth that would have planted the pants, right?
Period. It's bullshit. You don't move. And I forget where I was reading the other day. I told somebody a couple of days ago, I said, I was in a hurry. That was my own fault.
How did these people move when they're still in the same house and the neighbors are still keeping them under surveillance? Can anybody explain that to me yet?
I was reading or I heard a video or a post. Eric Craddock said, everybody was talking about
That's exactly right. That's right. All right, we saw enough of that one. Let's go to this one. So we watched some of this last night. Let me go to the spot.
I
Other place where
it was someone who posted this. People out there saying
Here you go.
Edgar, was on a board, been hanging out on panels talking about jerking off. Yep.
Excuse me, what? Excuse me, what?
Was on a board, been hanging out on panels talking about jerking off. Yep. So there's that. Now, moving forward.
Okay, did that happen? Did anybody see that ever happen anywhere? Because I missed that if it happens. Anybody?
Today was terrible weather in the area too. Yep. Yep. He goes a lot of places and does a lot of things.
Yeah, how did
He
we all
runs
miss
down.
this?
And this is the thing.
We all seem to have missed. We all missed this. Everybody missed this. Well, shit. I guess we all live under rocks. Look how he rolls, though. Okay, so that's what he says. And then listen to this.
I don't think, this is just my opinion. I don't think that. I hope Sebastian is out there. And I hope he's okay. But I don't think he is.
It was Seth on BJ's panel talking about or imitating the sounds, which we all know, but I've reviewed that I think twice. But I heard about the conversation about the roses, but I didn't know that I'm really confused by this.
I don't think he is. You know what I mean? So I found this very interesting. I hid their name. I'm going to be.
Oh, shocking. What is that? A Facebook post by a random person. I hid their name.
Hopefully speaking with them soon.
Hopefully I will be speaking with random person soon. We've talked so often about how Facebook discussions and these private Facebook, Find Sebastian groups always have sources, anonymous people, random alts that come out months and years later with salacious information to build content off of for these clowns. It's all part of the playbook. Remember, we're just regurgitating the playbook over and over and over again. So back to the drawing board, we went. March 17th, they didn't get it to land. He tried with CNY. Smiley tried a little bit more. It didn't give the oomph that they wanted to. So then add in the Terry Lynn fallout. April 4th, April 5th, here we go. Let's try it again. This time, let's use a random poster, and whoever caught these screenshots did it within moments, because you'll see 23 minutes, 21 minutes. They took these screenshots within minutes.
This person writes, again, everything is alleged. Don't consider anything a fact until it can be eventually, proven in a court of law or however it needs to be proven. But I found this very, very, very interesting. I've seen a lot of interviews, but I missed the one. Parents definitely did something to that child. This is local. They found a trash bag full of his clothes at the landfill in Kentucky.
By the way, just an FYI, anybody any random person, including content creators, subs, can go create a Facebook alt. You can pick any location you want to. You can create one out of Hendersonville. You can create one out of Nashville. You can pretend to be anybody you want to be. You can go find people and completely mirror their account. That happens a lot with these discussion groups, and they get built into content. Again, I draw you to whoever sent these to Spanky knew they were right there, because within 20 minutes they were screenshotting this stuff because they wait.
last year. I
Real
know this
convenient
because
to
I
me.
work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, meaning dumps, and I was there when they found it.
NJ, I got some stuff about Terry Lynn that we're gonna end up into here today that I think might blow some people's minds, because I think some people forgot about certain things.
Let me read that again.
And I did us the due diligence of downloading it once again, just in case certain people want to play fetch and try to yank their content down. Because there's certain things people don't want you to remember.
They found a trash bag full of his clothes at the landfill in Kentucky last year. I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, and I was there when they found it. If you hope your child is...
What does it mean? I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, unloads. Is that what they mean? Tip?
found, why would you throw his clothes away?
And we know from law enforcement interviewing with the news that nothing relevant to Sebastian going missing was found in the landfill searches. But randomly, over a year later, here comes this person. And the landfill was searched within 10 days. So how are they saying, why would you throw his clothes away not even 2 months after he's disappeared? So which is it? The landfill was searched within 10 days. Within 10 days. But they're saying within 2 months, the bag of clothing was thrown out. So when was this found? How did this get found? Did a bag of clothing that was too small that should have gone to Goodwill end up in a landfill somewhere, and then law enforcement get tipped off that bag of clothing got dumped? Is that what we're doing? These people can concoct the wildest shit.
Not only, what is it? I can't think, so tiny for me to read. Clothes away not even 2 months after he disappeared, meaning when they was at the landfill. Now, I want to be clear what law enforcement says. That they
You wanted to be clear, huh?
say that they were doing this landfill search out of, quote, an abundance of caution, end quote.
A precautionary search.
If you believe that, fine.
Again, you should have informed them that this landfill was searched within 10 days of him going missing. And the post that you're reading says 2 months after he went missing.
I don't believe,
Idiots.
in my opinion, that law enforcement does anything out of an abundance of caution, especially going to a different state and digging through trash. And I'll tell you the reason.
Well, this guy knows, because he works for a trash hauling fleet that tips. I mean, seriously, guys. I don't know how they do this, but they do. Every time they do.
Well, I mean, you can ask any law enforcement, first of all, and they will tell you. On 3/8/2024, the search for Sebastian Rogers continues as authorities conducted a thorough search of the landfill on March 8th, 2024. Despite exhaustive efforts, no leads or evidence pertaining to Sebastian Rogers' whereabouts were...
Justin, you want me to blow your mind? So let's say here that these rumors that you're running with are true. Let's say that Katie had a bag of belongings of Sebastian's that they had in the garage for a long time, and she decided to finally get rid of them, donate them, because they had been sitting there for a long time. She decided to drop them off and donate them. Let's say that it was true that somebody saw it, Heather Cohen was contacted, Seth came up and retrieved it. Let's say that that story that you guys are trying to, add to on March 17th had weight to it. So wouldn't it have been that Seth rid of clothing 2 months later? Wouldn't that be the additional piece there? And are we supposed to believe that ended up in the landfill? What are you guys trying to say here? Because the other piece of the story that you guys were trying to run with on March 17th was that Katie dropped off clothing that those clothes were retrieved and picked up by Seth Rogers. They were too small for him. So how did they end up in a landfill? Oh, and how were they verified months later? Because the actual search by law enforcement happened 10 days later. So what are we trying to say here? What are we trying to do here? Which story are you trying to run with? And how come this random person all of a sudden, over a year later, comes out with they know for a fact? Which dump site is this? Which landfill is this that they're even talking about? Because it's not the one that was searched, obviously, because that was in 10 days. This commenter was saying 2 months. Which is it? You see why I get so fucking frustrated out here?
Discovered during the operation. Now, again, I want to be clear. Here, it says they found nothing.
Right.
Sebastian Rogers, 15, was reported missing on 2/26/24 in Hendersonville, Tennessee.
Again, on March 8th, they said they found nothing. So we're going to go with they found nothing until law enforcement comes out and says anything different, not some random Facebook poster. That's my theory, though.
Since then, law enforcement agencies from across the state have been working diligently to locate him. The decision to...
So let's add to this a little bit further here, because again, March 17th, it was Katie. Why would Katie get rid of things that were too small for him? And how would those things end up in Seth Rogers' hand? And then you add the Terry Lynn piece into it. You know, she found a pair of pants. We've heard that supposedly they were Sebastian's, which again, that was barbecue on TikTok and them having that conversation. None of this is factual. I'm just going on what they're trying to tell us to believe here. So let's say that those clothing items were retrieved by Seth, who had access to those clothing items. And is that why Terry Lynn's trying to say that allegedly your client, Hong, planted the pants? Is this trying to come full circle here? Are you guys trying to do a whole fucking story time and try to see what piece adds to it? But everything you're saying is stupid, because on March 17th, you're trying to say that, well, Katie got rid of these clothes and they ended up in Seth's hands. Now you have a poster saying, well, 2 months later. Which is it? None of this makes sense. Again, this is why we wait for law enforcement. Law enforcement already told us on March 8th that the landfill where their neighborhood trash went to had nothing of relevance to Sebastian. Until law enforcement tells us anything differently, that's what I'm going to go with. But here's the team scrambling for what reason? What reason here? Oh, yeah, we see you, TL. Palm Tree, I got another piece to add to that, too. I'm going to let him talk for a few more minutes, and then I got a few things.
Search the landfill, listen to this, was made in accordance with ongoing investigative efforts and information gathered in the search for Sebastian Rogers. That's not an abundance of caution, in my opinion.
Oh.
The decision to search the landfill was made in accordance with ongoing investigative efforts and information gathered in the search for Sebastian Rogers. However, despite the extensive search conducted by trained personnel, including the use of canines.
Another thing that's really interesting, too, is we heard Smiley trying to tell us that they moved. So 2 months later, that wouldn't even have been their trash, right? If they moved. I mean, can they pick a fucking story and make it land? Again, they didn't move. We know that. But the landfill was searched. This was the press release on March 8th. These people are trying every single thing to spin stories. And why? What's the need for it now? What's going on here? All of the distractions, all of the bullshit.
The operation yielded negative results, meaning they are saying that they found nothing. While we had hoped for a different outcome, our commitment to find Sebastian remains unwavering, stated Sheriff Sonny Weatherford, who was the sheriff at the time. He's sadly passed since then. Quote, we will continue to explore all available avenues and resources, and this is highlighted here, to bring closure to this case and provide answers to Sebastian's family and loved ones. To bring closure to this case and provide answers to Sebastian's family and loved ones. Now, that doesn't sound good. Thank you, Ginger Snap. So the bag of clothes was allegedly found in a landfill search 2 months after the initial landfill search. No, what I think she is saying, I'm trying to get in touch with this person. What I think, and again, this is just me speculating based upon the way it's written. I think she is saying, you know, she doesn't really probably know when the landfill searches knew it was within the first month or two of Sebastian being missing, and she's just saying,
First month or two, dumbass. The press release that's dated on your screen was from the 8th. Within the first 10 days, not the first month or two, the first 10 days. Oh, we're just speculating here because he's trying to get in touch with this random person from Facebook that just randomly makes a post over a year later and says, "Oh, I know for sure."
you know, if his clothes were, thrown out and they're in the landfill. But the word closure is interesting. Now they say a lot of times the authorities will say,
"Would you rather them said resolve, bring this case to a resolve this case, closure, answers, where's Sebastian?" It's
how will they use the word? They will a resolution. I think that's how it is. Right. This person doesn't really. I don't think this person follows this case very closely. I think they're just a local who, kind of saw this and that's why I think it's going to be interesting to find some more information. See if they're mistaken, if it's true, if it's what they say. Now,
we have no idea. He has no.
Now, I know this because I have spoke to. I'm sure that
He has no clue. He hasn't spoke to this person. This person must be confused on certain pieces as he's telling you. But he's going to run with it as content and then try to fact check it later. You see how this works? Well, fuck. We got a post here. Whoever was watching this got it within 20 minutes. And then randomly Spanky makes it into content, and guess what happens? Well, you think he's the only one that ran with it? No.
They called right away in the first few minutes. So and I trust Justin very much. I'm going to show you the comment that he refers to. And this person works for a trash hauling company.
Oh, now it's all verified. Again, the same exact day within an hour of Spanky being live. Here was Crime Time Buzz. Why are the handlers, the team storytellers, always the ones to take these salacious tidbits from Facebook and turn them into content? Why is that always the case? Why are you spinning stories? Again, if law enforcement found anything, they're going to have it, and that's that.
So, and I wanted to bring it to you because it means a lot of things. And remember the other day we were talking about the landfill search, and we went back and we watched that article that said the new.
Well, it's funny to me that they all started rewatching the landfill search after the March 17th conversation when they tried to regurgitate that. To me, they're definitely getting talking points. And let's see if we can regurgitate this and get something to go. Let's add to it. Up pops an anonymous random person that's local that they haven't vetted, haven't talked to, but they're going to turn it into content, right? This is Crime Time Buzz.
The reporter said that the sheriff said that they are going to go back and analyze what they found and what they've learned and determine if they're going to come back to the landfill. And I had skipped right over that, honestly. And just to remember that, right? And they weren't there very long, and they weren't in their hazmat suits. So it makes a little sense. This fits. It's a piece, right? It's kind of like the flashlight piece. Law enforcement's not going to, hasn't verified it. It fits. It's heartbreaking to me. Let me take that down. Welcome in, everyone, as you're coming in. So it was a post that Justin shared, and I waited to come on later because he shared it in his members and then shared it in his live afterwards. So I wanted to wait for him to have his show.
Headphone warning. I'm going to show you the fit. Hold on. Hold on. He's having a meltdown. What are you melting down over? What? What's wrong? The kitties don't want to play with you right now. This one's growling at you. They don't want to play with you right now. Sorry, guys. It's loud. He's throwing a fit. Why do they throw temper tantrums? Why are you throwing a fit? Why? Oh. Sorry. Okay, back to the show. Oh my goodness. He's such a brat. Why do they throw fits like this? Hey, shush it. I believe that he might have boxer in him. He so badly wants to play with him.
Hello, everyone. Thank you so much for being here. And I'm going to read it to you. We're going to talk about it, what it means. But you all know, I've said all along, allegedly, it was told to us in the beginning that, they called right away in the first few minutes, right after 6 o'clock. And we found out, as soon as I found out on dispatch was 6:33, I always wondered the 30 minutes. And remember, I would say a lot, I wonder if they were waiting for the trash truck to exit. Someone was waiting, allegedly, for a trash truck to leave the neighborhood. Okay. One thing Justin also shared is that it is not accurate that a trash person contacted police because their trash can was abnormally heavy. He said law enforcement contacted the trash person and asked them if there was anything out of the ordinary that day or around the area. And he said no. Now that, and Justin shared that as well. Okay. So it is triggering. I did shed tears, but my friends, it's physical evidence if they've got it, right? It's physical evidence. So it means a lot of different things because there's one person with an alibi in the home, the silhouette, the clothing. So let's talk about it. Let's break it apart. Let's see what it could mean. And let's get to it. Thank you all for being here.
Yep, an anonymous.
Sorry, I'm not welcoming everyone as you come in.
Yes.
I know it's late. It's late for me. It's later than normal. I just really wanted to share, and I wanted to wait for Justin to be able to get it out on.
She wanted to be able to wait for Justin to get it out on his. He's got to build the first leg of the misinformation so she can pick it up and run with it even further. Sorry, you guys. I have to exploit him. You know how it goes. I have to make sure he's exploited. The cats, they're not fazed by him, though. They're not scared of him. That's the funniest part of this whole thing. Sorry, we're going to go back outside. But look at this. I mean, they're still just sitting there. She's moved off his blanket. He was trying to pull the blanket out from under. Hey. Look at, she's like, it's just, this is my household these days. Hey, quiet. You're going to fall off the couch. He wants them to chase him so bad. Hey, quiet. Behave. He's going to go throw himself on the pillows. Look at it. He's so pouty. Somebody please me. Oh my God. What a maniac. God. Sorry about your ears.
On his during the landfill search. So we're gonna go over it. Sorry, I don't know what I'm doing. Okay, here. Sorry. Even my mind right now it's just a lot, right? Okay. So this is the post. Down here it said, like or reply. I just enlarged it so you all could see. And it says, the name's blurred. I've seen a lot of the interviews, but I missed that one. Parents, definitely. This is all, by the way, for entertainment purposes.
Wise mom, do not say that because Kenzie keeps saying the same thing. Do not say that. Oh my gosh, he's terrible, you guys. But do you see here? Do you think it's a good idea to bring my one remaining stray cat indoors and let her and my pooch? Absolutely, Angel. If your dog, well, you got to slowly introduce them so it's safe for both of them. A lot of times, stray cats have PTSD from being outside, and they might be scared of dogs or like protecting themselves. So you might have to slowly introduce them. We've been really lucky with everything that we've done, but we really slowly introduce. In our house, our cats have basically been raised by the dogs. So even with him, they're not phased by him. They'll slap the shit out of him and he'll go on his way. They don't even put their claws out. They just hit him. So he doesn't even get scratched by him. But they've been raised by the dogs. So I would try it, but I'd be careful of how you do it. I'd be careful of how you go about it. But Jen, just to make sure that they're both comfortable and they both don't have stress levels.
I am sharing my opinion based on things that have been put out there in the public. We are speculating, theorizing, not accusing. This is absolutely all alleged.
And I don't have time for one right now.
And we are, by the way, discussing Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers, 16 years old, 15 when he was reported missing from Hendersonville, Tennessee, February 26, 2024. She says parents definitely did something to that child. They found a trash bag full of his clothes at the landfill in Kentucky last year. I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there. And I was there when they found it. If you hope your child is found, why would you throw his clothes away? Not even 2 months after he's disappeared, in quotes. But the night before, allegedly. So the landfill search, allegedly, according to this person, they eyewitnessed law enforcement finding a trash bag full of Sebastian's clothes at the landfill in Kentucky last year. They claim that I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, and I was there when they found it. If you hope your child's found, why would you throw his clothes away not even 2 months after he's disappeared or run away, right?
Here we go again. Now they're combining both stories. Again, this is just absolutely insane. Again, they tried this March 17th. They really didn't get much attention to it. It didn't really pick up because within a couple days of that, the emergency protection order was filed. So that was a huge distraction piece that was needed to go. But you hear these. You hear what they're doing. I mean, none of this is shocking. We've seen how they spin.
So, in my opinion, and I want to hear yours, it's heartbreaking. Hello, everyone coming in. Thank you, mods, for being here. So, oh, wonderful. Perfect. Nick the Hat shared this info with Justin.
Nick the Hat.
I'm sure it was just a trash bag.
Nick the Hat shared this info with Justin. I thought that they found an anonymous post. Well, not an anonymous, but he took the name out of a random local. So which is it? Was it Nick the Hat or was it some random account that appeared out of nowhere? Let's listen to that again.
Nick the Hat shared this info with Justin.
Oh, really?
I'm sure it was just a trash bag full. I would love to know if it was clothes. Hey, Whispering Winds. I would love to know if it was clothes from Texas Roadhouse or, I don't know. Clothes possibly with other things on it. I don't know.
Oh.
But like I said.
Meanwhile, we know that law enforcement did an actual search of the landfill that the neighborhood trash goes to, and nothing was found. But here we are. Oh, Air Force vet, thank you so much for the support. Sorry, I didn't see that. This just is maddening.
Said, it always kind of in my head, trash day. And like Sonny Weatherford said, he was reported missing. He went missing before the trash and was reported missing after. And I always thought that 30 minutes, because it wasn't that first, few minutes that it was reported. 6:33 dispatch said. And I always wondered, was that to wait for a trash truck to leave the neighborhood, allegedly? We speculate.
So now, crime time buzz fashion, she's got to add on to Justin's bullshit.
Oh, not at all.
They're saying is coming from Nick the Hat now.
Innocence. I totally understand. No, I would ask the same thing. This came from Justin, and that's what I can tell you. He shared it this evening in members and then on live, and I waited to come on. Law enforcement found the clothing during their search, is what this is saying. During their search at the Kentucky landfill on March 8th.
Yes, that is true. The clothes that he was wearing at Texas Roadhouse, from what we know, were accounted for and he had something different on the black pants and the black long sleeve t-shirt with a design, one of 3 different possibilities with a design on the front of it. That's what we know. So that's not what he was wearing at Texas Roadhouse, and those clothes were accounted for. But why all these stories? And you see again, like they tried and they started adding to this stuff March 17th. Then a couple days later at night, alongside all the plaintiffs who are green team members, file for an emergency order of protection against defendants. And then here all of a sudden in April, there's a fallout with Terry Lynn. Terry Lynn makes a comment about, well, allegedly your client was supposedly the one that planted those pants. And here we come back to an anonymous random person that's a local, could be anybody, knows because they tip in the same area. Okay, sure.
They found allegedly a bag of clothing. And cognizance, that someone said in the chat that and I can't verify this, that Nick or someone gave it to
Rocky. It actually says right here. I can't see right here. It says, I've seen a lot of the interviews, but I missed that one. Parents definitely did something to that child. They found a trash bag full of clothes at the landfill in Kentucky last year. I know this because I work for a trash hauling fleet that tips there, and I was there when they found it. If you hope your child is found, why would you throw his clothes away not even 2 months after he's disappeared? It's part of the post she was reading, just so you guys know. It's really blurry. It gets
Nick gave
blurry,
it to
blurrier.
Justin. So I don't know. But it just, Sonny Weatherford said,
Play nice. In just a moment, I'm gonna switch us back into the Terry Lynn things, because I did get a lot of flack for my stance on Terry Lynn. I'm sorry. You guys know how I feel about this shit. I don't go back. I don't play nice. When you've played games all along, you've inserted yourself as a character. I don't give a shit who likes her, who. The facts are the facts. When you play games to the extent that she, on top of other people, have played when there is a child missing, I've got zero fucking respect for you. Never will have any respect for you. And I think it's a good time to remind people of just the amount of games that she did play. Plus, a certain person asked, they said they wanted to play ball. So I'm just tossing the ball and seeing if she's going to fetch it. If you get my drift, you know where we're headed.
you know, according to that reporter, that they were going to analyze what they had found and what they had learned and determine when they would be, if they needed to return to the landfill.
Except the type of ball she likes to play, beyond just running around with balls in her mouth, is not the type of ball we play. We play fast pitch softball with facts over here. And we don't have to do it just based on drama from clip channels that are clipped out of context. I can just use your own words to show what idiots this entire group of people who are asking the court for an order of protection against 2 defendants. I think it's also a good time to kind of remind people maybe this week about what these plaintiffs are doing to 2 defendants and their statements, their declarations, how they all tried to tell everybody that Castor was representing them at one point in time. And then when that didn't pan out, then they went, it's a federal RICO and racketeering case, and there's going to be up to 52 defendants. Never panned out. Then when that didn't pan out, and the judge is now set to me making a decision on the anti-SLAPP that was filed by the defendants, now it's, oh shit, we've got something else. Let's file an emergency order of protection. Speaking of an emergency order of protection, I do find it quite interesting, though. Let's look at this really quick. Let's look at this really quickly. So this is the order that they were asking for right here. They wanted the judge to sign this order, and they kept telling people that it was approved, meaning they tried to, backtrack and say that approved and accepted were one and the same. It's the correct verbiage because their team lead, the E's, came out and tried to sell this shit. And then Crime Time Buzz tried to, help out and sell it some further. And yeah, they've been granted a court hearing. things that still haven't happened. There's still no dates. And again, just because paperwork is filed and accepted to be added to the case file does not mean it's ever been approved. And there's zero approval. This is what they were asking for right here. And there's nothing signed, nothing, no court date set, no nothing. Still. And you wonder why they're needing all the distractions.
Okay. So
20 years in jail. Straight to jail.
Leslie, thank you so much. I have been trying to tell people this. The dog got a hit at the landfill and it was on Trevor Lee's page. Is it still on there, Leslie? Do you know?
Anna, but if you try to tell them that, they try to spin it. We've consulted with multiple people that have legal knowledge. And then they point to some person that admits she's not even close to being an attorney, but they're smart ones.
Wow. Okay.
Wait, what? He's selling the Texas Roadhouse video? He's selling the Texas Roadhouse footage? The same Texas Roadhouse footage that's reposted by Dog the Bounty Hunter's official YouTube account over and over again? He's selling footage of a missing child? Please tell me I'm misinterpreting what's actually happening there. On his Patreon. Oh, so we're selling footage of a missing child. Oh, wow. Zav Girl 101. Why am I not shocked by any of this shit anymore? I'm sorry, I'm not shocked. This man, the very first videos, you can check me on this. I actually informed people of this yesterday because people were talking about him and didn't know. I think we reviewed Mod Crew pretty early on when he came out swinging bullshit. And I pointed out that he had a GoFundMe. If you go back to his original videos, you can go to the videos or the live stream section. He's got a GoFundMe listed, linked in those videos for his own personal living expenses. I'm sorry, the man's from Utah. I have a bias. Okay, it is what it is. He looks like he fucking smells. He looks musty, and he's a fucking liar. He's full of misinformation. He is grimy as fuck. Instead of getting off his ass and doing something, I don't give a fuck if people need help. Do that. Have a GoFundMe. Keep it separate. Fucking don't promote it in your streams, misinforming people on a missing child, you grimy fuck. And I heard so many people when I reviewed him, oh my God, he's so well respected. He's such a good guy. He does so much. What the fuck out of here. You are a special type of grime when you use missing children the way that these people do. It is grimy as fuck.
So let's talk about it.
At this rate, any Tom, Dick, or Harry could come on here and say that, you know, they could get this little fancy editing software and say, go Google some stuff or have AI type you up some shit about lights and things like that, and anybody's going to buy it. They think he's an expert in all this shit. He don't know what the hell he's even talking about. He's had to correct himself how many times? I'm sorry. That guy pisses me off and raises the...
If it was you saw on Trevor Lee's page, I wonder if it's still on Trevor Lee's page, Leslie, but thank you so much for your comment, your sweet donation. That information's important too. I'm going to actually make note of that just so I can follow up on that. Thank you, Leslie. So means two things. Well, lots of things in my opinion. But what we're going to talk about yesterday, we talked about evidence. Remember, we were just talking about it's being a digital case, and we scratched the surface by just talking about the devices in and on people or anyone who could have been around the scene from those geofencing.
Okay, shut up. Shut up. This one is also one of the ones that tried it and started the whole thing about the grand jury. And, you know, the Secret Service was headed to town because there was a helicopter that was spotted over and she had a video of it. And oh my God, the Secret Service is coming and there's a helicopter in the air. I mean, meanwhile, most of us have seen helicopters almost on the daily. Let's move forward because we still got a lot to do. So let's go over here. So April 5th, I found this to be of interest to you. April 5th, back to my friend Slimy over here. By the way, just because I am feeling petty, I'm feeling petty per usual. But in case you didn't know, this is her twin. I mean, I said it. I said what it is. It is what it is. But just to help our friend out here, if you have seen Smiley's eyebrow, it was last seen during a live stream, possibly around May 19th, 2024, around 10 p.m. It is known to run often. Often found kissing sus ass or running the streets with Annabella's left side hairdo, which has also been missing for 14 years. If you yourself have any knowledge of where her brow is, please call 1-800-microblading. You're welcome. That is courtesy of our smartass friends. I can't remember what I want to say. I don't remember which one made that now. I'm not really sure. And just because we all know that really the reason why Smiley got involved in this to begin with and took a side, any side, the side that will have her, and became all hot and bothered and started making phone calls to the police. It was all Duchess's fault. Just a quick reminder before we listen to more of her bullshit.
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess. See it. It was Duchess.
Hartley, I was trying not to give that away, but last I heard, Justin was trying to use Smiley's leftover brow hair to fill in the hair plugs that the monkey pulled out. But shh, you didn't hear that from me. Okay, let's go on.
Oh, number 57. Y'all can do better than that. Hit the thumbs up.
Oh, not one of these. Oh, you can do better than that. Hit the thumbs up.
Get your popcorn ready, honey.
Get your popcorn.
I'm not going to tell it. I'm just going to be blunt. I'm going to be crystal clear today.
Oh,
We're going to be crystal clear. Just hit the thumbs up. Hey, Lisa Rue, thank you for becoming a new member. Whoop, 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 whoop. Maybe I can say this and we can concentrate on.
She's got all sorts of bells and whistles going off over there. The one had to remind her, you left your brain back in the 1980s.
What we doing? Get your cold drinks. Hey, Terry Parker. Hello. Good afternoon, Terry. Thank you for being here, Terry. Get some of this nonsense out of the way.
I'm glad you could show up, Terry. Smiley's eyebrow still is missing.
These people.
These people.
Mm-mm-mm.
Damn these people.
Justin in here. I didn't see him. He must have slipped past me. Hello, Dustin. If you're in here, I didn't see you, honey. Dina girl, welcome.
He's still trying to do a transplant on those remaining hairs from your eyebrow where the monkey ripped out his plug.
Welcome. Let's get 5 more people in here. Go get 5 more of your friends. Y'all think everybody's your friend.
You think these people that run around with you even have friends, ma'am? They hang out with you. I highly doubt that they have groups of friends.
Y'all think everybody's your friends. Y'all think everybody's your friend. Smiley come here with no friends, not knowing nobody. Oh, thank you, honey. Thank you, Justin. Smiley didn't know a person when she come here. Didn't know how to push.
I'm sorry. I know it flows naturally for a lot of people to say, go hit that like button. I've never been able to, I can say it like that when I'm talking about these people doing it, but it is so awkward to be like, can you please go hit the like button? Some people do it really well and effortlessly. I know that's part of it, but it's so weird for me. Go hit that thumbs up button because I don't give a shit if you hit the thumbs up, the thumbs down, give me the middle finger. I don't care. It's weird when she's sitting here trying to do what Spanky does.
Button still don't know how to push.
After that roundtable meeting at her house, she's feeling herself. Let me tell you.
Hey, Carolyn. Kim McD, Peggy, hello. That's right. You're always in control of your feelings. That's why I slept on mine. We're going to make this a calm PSA. Y'all see, we don't even have Sebastian up here. Everybody knows he's missing. We'll do another live on Sebastian. Smiley says what she means and she means what she says. This ain't no, in my opinion, if something I'm going to say today is in my opinion, I'll let you know. Smiley takes accountability for herself, okay? This is my live and my show. Whoop, whoop. Okay, so we are 164 now. Oh, I think I...
Did you ever admit what you did in the Summer Wells case by using Summer's name in court filings? Just asking for me.
I can go on now. So I think I'm going to put my cam down. Some people, I just wanted you to know I was real today, and I didn't want y'all to think somebody was sitting in my chair today. Because when I say it, I'm going to say it. Okay? When the mask falls off. Hey, Marley. And if y'all feel uncomfortable in here, hey, Daniel, yo. If you feel uncomfortable in here, then this may not be the show for you. And you can either go back in the bushes. Hey, Scotty, too hot, honey. You can either go back in the bushes. You don't have to comment. You don't have to participate. Some haven't learned that yet. Dispatch Crystal, I'm not asking any of you for your opinions. These are my opinions, my thoughts, and what I want to say only. Okay? Okay, we got that straight? Because I'm about sick and I'm about tired of this. Me, Smiley. Oh,
Yeah, we've known that for months. We've been looking at your face.
no, we might get there. We might not. I don't know. Can we just not ask too many questions right now? Let me do the talking. Y'all just sit back, kick up, and relax, okay? Some know and some don't, and that's okay.
I told you once again, make sure your feet are up in the air. She keeps trying to remind us that our legs need to be in the air. I'm not really sure, so put those legs in the air like you just don't care. I don't know when that became a thing over there. I don't even know if Smiley could get her fucking leg up. Never mind. Let me just hit this button before I get in a lot of trouble.
That's okay. If I get there,
I really don't like her, as you can tell. I really don't like her, and I haven't liked her all along. Once again, things don't change very fast over here.
get there. Just let me run my live right now, okay? Thank you. And I'm not being mean to anybody. I'm not trying to. But there's a whole lot of shade. Thank you, Butter Biscuit. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. Thank you.
Coco, I agree. Hank's a lot cuter than me every day. Hold on. Before this nut job goes off the deep end, let me show you a cute version of Hank. A cute, calm version, because you guys have been seeing the chaotic one. He gave up. His friends wouldn't play with him. So he decided just to go back to sleep. He's pouting. That dog has so many personalities. It's hysterical.
Yeah, I know, honey. You've been with me a long time. Thank you. Thank you. Whoop, whoop. Thank you.
Hank might have just as many personalities as Smiley.
Oh, there's more tornado warnings in around Memphis area. Y'all be safe. Be safe. Okay. That was somebody let me know that. Be safe. Okay, let me get on with this. But I can tell you, it's an entire load of hypocritical bullshit and flip-floppers around here. And the worst part about it is and these are Smiley's words, okay? And yes, I'm talking third person. I'll talk in third person if I want to. They are all fake ass, drama-seeking liars, bald-faced liars at that. Okay? You can all be who you want to be. I don't want or have a desire to change anyone.
Nope, she sure don't.
But one thing I don't like, no.
Tell us.
One thing I can't stand is a hypocritical, lying ass person or people.
Are you talking in the mirror? Is this like self-talk once again? Are we just getting to listen to your Stuart Smalley self-talk? Is that what this is? What is this weird shit?
They just bald face lie straight out any time of the day. Even
I didn't know that having a bald face was a bad idea.
to your face, even to your damn face. Period. That's just gross.
It's bold face.
Last night, I saw you. I saw you all. Every last one of you. I saw every one of you two-faced people. Don't worry. I'm not going to call you out.
She don't got the cojones to do that.
Need to.
She's
If the shoe
talking
fits,
riddles.
put it on, stand up straight, hold your head high, and wear that motherfucker.
Can we wear our flip-flops? I don't have enough energy for this.
Because that's what you're going to do anyway. That's what you're going to do.
We're
You're going to act like it never, ever happened.
Oh, no,
Some of you already did. But I seen you and I see you.
Did you have your glasses on? Are you sure you're seeing the same shit we're seeing?
Some of you are here right now. Own it.
Did you need a magnifying glass for this?
But you know what I say?
What?
I say stay out of my face. Stay out of my way. Stay out of my lives. Stay out of my mailbox.
Who the fuck's in your mailbox? Report that. That's a federal crime.
Stay out of my messenger. Stay out of anything else. Don't say it wasn't me. I'm not saying it was you. I'm not calling any names. Stop it. If you got a guilty conscience, that's on you. If you want to unsub for me, unsub. If you don't want to come back in here, I'm sorry. I said if the damn shoe fits, wear it. There was more than one person.
What if it doesn't fit, though?
Don't be a suck up. Stop it. Because I see you, I seen you, and so did everybody else that was in there. No more Miss Nice Smiley.
Since when has anybody ever accused you of being nice, Smiley?
No more. I'm not here for money. I'm not here for clicks, views, likes, or any of that bullshit you want to
Then what are you here for?
claim for the last 4.5 years that I'm here for. I worked for 4 damn years on Summer Wells' case and didn't get a red fucking cent, not through Cash App, not for another thing. And I got the damn receipts to prove it, and I don't give a fuck what any of y'all think. Not
How did you work, though, ma'am? How did you work?
a one of you. I don't owe y'all shit. None of you.
Is it now work to stalk and harass the family of missing children? Is that what we're considering work? What are the job requirements for that?
And I'm still standing. I don't care what any of you think. I didn't
Actually, you're sitting on your ass, not standing.
know you when I got here, and I am, if I ever leave here, I don't care if I ever see or hear of you again.
Touche.
And I don't care if you're a sub. I don't care if you are a wrench. I don't care if you are a member and you unmember yourself. That $1.99 tune, I don't care. It don't mean nothing to me. I don't care. Oh, and I am way beyond finished yet. So just sit back and get some popcorn.
Woo!
And by the way, from now on, if you want Justin or Seth or anybody else to know something,
Why is she speaking for them now?
okay, if you want them to know something, then you get off of your lazy asses and you figure out how to get in touch with them and you put in the work and you do it yourself. Stop always trying to put me and look like the bad person, or if something goes wrong, to be the middleman to do that. Because I'm not a fucking mailman and I'm not a go-between and I don't work for you and I don't work for them. And I do that out of the goodness and courtesy of my fucking heart to help out if I fucking can, just like a good fucking person would do.
Hold on. She's choking on her lies and her spit. Hold on. She'll be okay.
Okay? And you can do that just as well as anybody else could do it. I don't have the time for your bullshit. Okay? I don't
Too busy working.
have the time for it. When you come to me for that shit, you could have found their information and did it yourself. Stop using Smiley as the go-between.
You hear that?
I'm tired of having a good heart and being dragged around this freaking YouTube street and being accused of stuff, or going in somewhere and asking a damn question and being fucking called all kinds of names and not even knowing what the hell's going on. And I seen you last night. I seen all of you. None of you care about nothing about missing people, whether it's Sebastian, Summer, Michael, or Joe Blow that's been a cold case for 25 years. None of you. You care about the drama. You care about putting people on hold for 30 minutes in your damn lives. That's what you care about. Raking in the money. Sally, please, if y'all will hold on, I might get to that somewhere in my speech today. And I'm not yelling at you. Can y'all let me do my live? And
Don't forget, she writes notes for these speeches. So all this has been thought out and written down, and now it's being read out to you.
I don't mean to yell. I promise I may get there. I got a whole lot to say today.
Oh, by the way, if you think this is the worst part of our live stream today, it's not. It's definitely not. So get the waiters out.
I promise.
Shit's getting real deep.
I've only been here 19 minutes. Thank you. It's okay. This is my opinion, my words, and what I think. And I have personally had enough in the last week to last almost 5 years on here. Hold on, I gotta let the dog out. Go, 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 go. I'll leave it open.
Oh, this is comedy gold in my opinion. It's just the meltdowns are the rewrites get a little funny to me.
People can't ask questions. People who ask questions get attacked and lied on. Nobody acts like an adult. You get accused of, because you follow someone, you're supposed to obviously approve everything they say. You must agree with them. You must agree with what they said. That's just not true. Believe it or not, I, Smiley, am a freaking adult. Okay, I'm old enough to be some of y'all's grandmothers. Period. And I know how to be an adult and use my own mind. It's kind of like, for an example, if you have 2 children per se, because evidently you have to give examples, okay? So it's kind of like if you had 2 children, let's give examples. School's in, ding, ding, ding.
Oh, Lord. Time for recess.
You don't always agree with them. You don't agree with their lives. I don't care if they're 2 years old. I don't care if they're 10 years old. I don't care if they're 30 years old. You don't always agree with them. Line them in front of you like you can see 2 children right now. I'm going to give y'all a lesson.
Oh,
Some of y'all are idiotic. I'm serious. I'm sorry. I had freaking lip bones come over here in my community this morning and tell me what an idiot I am. Now, some people are just plain ass idiots. So let's set 2 broomsticks, if you have to, up and pretend they're children, okay?
who's lip bones?
So you have 2 children. You don't agree with their choices in life or their opinions or what they're doing exactly. Well, what do? You don't just throw them away. You don't beat them to death. You don't get rid of them. You don't hate them. You don't call them vile. You're not disgusted with them. You might hate their actions or whatever, but you still love them the same. What is wrong with you people? What is wrong with you? Not you people. Somebody asked a question that you don't like, or you think that they follow somebody or something, and they don't know what's going on because they have other things in their life besides YouTube 24/7, sitting on a panel with a bunch of damn people. And they come in right at a mark where they say, and it's logical. You think, oh shit, you might have went around the building with somebody because y'all were fighting in a courthouse the day before, which was what was said all day long. And it's logical. Somebody with common sense would think, oh, when somebody says, bitching, saying, you come in the very moment, you're in the bushes, but you come in looking because your person's late for their own live. And you're saying, everybody's coming over there saying, oh, and I'll say it, Terry Lynn's live, Terry Lynn's live. And you say, oh, well, that person may be over there and everybody's waiting on this creator. So you go over there and you're going to look to see. So you might text and say, oh, if they're in there, you're late for your live. But the minute you go over there, you hear Terry Lynn bitching talking about, he said he killed him. He said that, carry it to the police. And then I thinking, oh my God, is that what Chris, honestly, that's what I thought. Oh my God, did he tell her that about Sebastian? All I said was go back in there and look. And I got the receipts for that in case she changed anything or freaked out mods did. I said, who said that? Question marks. And everybody's talking. Smiley's foul. Get out of here. Get out of here, Smiley. I said, Smiley ain't going nowhere. Who said that? And then Terry Lynn and her chat goes loud. And Terry Lynn wants to leave her damn chat for God knows how long. Now I'm going to say it. Right here's a good time to say it. And I don't give a fuck who gets mad. In my opinion, after I slept on it and I left that chat, and I don't give a shit what Terry Lynn says. I don't give a shit what the hate channel says. I don't give a shit what the green team says. I don't give a shit what nobody says. I think Terry Lynn is working with the Proudfoots and they can all fuck the fuck off.
Well then, did you catch that? Smiley says we can all fuck the fuck off. Everybody got that loud and clear? I just needed to give her a breath. I just needed to make sure that she could breathe. We're just letting her breathe. Woo saw, even though we're watching it and rewind and this doesn't really do anything. I just needed to calm her down for a minute. She's getting a little out of pocket here. This is the most exercise she's gotten in a long time. She's a little amped up. Okay, let's let her run some more.
You want to unsub from me? Fuck you all. How about that? Now, I ain't finished. I'm far from finished. Then,
Whoa,
then,
we're slamming shit even. Ooh, I like it. Ooh, I feel it. Carry on, Smiley.
Terry Lynn went to
Ooh.
hang out with Clue, and I heard Queen. More
Oh.
power to you all. More power to you all. Don't sit and tell me when I asked the fucking question that I'm Val. Because then they were saying Hong said that. Then they changed it to Hong said Terry Lynn, or she come back and said, because they were mad because Terry Lynn, he said Terry Lynn slept with it. Well, which fucking one was it? Because was she mad because he said he killed the boy, or was it she mad because he said she slept with Chris? Which fucking one is it?
She don't know either, neither do you. So let's just let her. Nobody knows, but come on now.
I don't know, but why?
We already established she was not under any desk. I did not have sexual relations with that man.
In the hell? You know, what is with all the drama? Which one is it? And whose fucking side are you fucking on? You said you're on Sebastian's side. I call bullshit.
Ooh, bullshit. She said
How about
it.
that?
How about that? She gives no fucks.
How about that?
How about that? How about that?
And then Chris Proudfoot, this is a good time to Chris Proudfoot. You sit there and you say, "Oh, you're not."
Ma'am, we got the memo like 8 months ago that you don't give a fuck when you came on stream with a missing eyebrow. You didn't have to say it verbally. We got it. The visual aids helped us. You gave up giving a fuck a long time ago when you forgot to put the one brow on. Carry on, though.
Not for the people, for the money, and for this and this, blah, 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 bullshit. And you want people to work together, and you don't this, blah, 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 blah. Yet you said on the damn Valid's damn channels there are. You are full of shit. And then this shit that you showed last night, and you was on panel last night with Terry Lynn too, and all them talking about all that sick, gross fucking shit. The hell's wrong with y'all? And yeah, I'm screaming. I need to tone it back down. I know. I don't care.
You won't catch her outside. How about that? She's in her chair. She's taking a moment to breathe.
Yeah, rated X stuff.
Oosa. Heart rate got a little high. She's trying to calm it back down. Breathe in.
This is not helping a missing child. I don't care if you like me or you don't. I did not come on YouTube knowing a single soul.
Okay. All
if
right.
you don't like it, too damn bad. I don't care, period. I don't care. I don't care.
Exclamation point.
I don't answer to anybody. And I will never, ever, ever sell my soul to anyone. I don't give a damn if you're a sub, if you're a member or a wrench, like I said.
You got to have a soul to sell first.
I don't care if you're a troll, if you're a bush watcher.
What about a bushwhacker?
None of that matters to me. I try to treat everybody the same until you give me a good damn reason not to. And plenty of people have tried me and gave me a good reason not to.
Oh.
But you ain't stopped me yet. And you will not stop me.
What are you going to do?
Just know there's no more Miss Nice Smiley. I'm on a mission and I have no time for you playing around and taking up my time. My time is precious. My time is precious. Just know that. I support who I want to support. And
you know what she's reminding me of right now? Remember the teachers back in the day that had the rulers that would smack the desk? Didn't she say that we were learning a lesson? We were supposed to be learning something. All I'm learning is that she would have been one of the teachers with the rulers that would have broke it within the first swat because she's so uncontrolled. Okay, carry on.
I follow who I want to follow, and I go where I want to go. Grow up and get over.
Follow, you follow. Again, I love Southern accents, but come on.
Over it. That's the way I've always been, and that's the way I'm going to continue to be. Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers is my concern, and any other case that I choose for that matter, because I choose my cases. I don't care if they're 22 years old. I don't care if they're 50 years old. I choose what I want to do. And I don't care if they bring money or they don't. I don't care if they're popular cases or they're not. I choose what interests me, period.
Exclamation point.
But I hate more than anything a pathological liar. A pathological
Back to looking in the mirror.
liar is a way people try to avoid rejection. Get that clear. They avoid rejection or abandonment. Are y'all hearing me?
Yes, loud and clear. 10-4 rubber ducky. I also remember the time that you tried doxing a random person in California by the name of Chris Proudfoot. You know, it said that Chris had a son. Meanwhile, it wasn't his son because he would have had to have been 7 years old. Back to the pathological. 10-4 rubber ducky, over and out. We get your pathological liar. Carry on.
So they try to find a place to belong.
Okay.
You know what? That seems like a personal problem to me. That's not a smiley pop problem. That's a personal problem. I'm setting my boundaries.
Smiley.
And I want y'all to hear it, and I want y'all to know it.
She is not your fucking therapist. Don't call her. Don't message her. She ain't ring-a-ding-ding-ding-dong. She's not picking up your phone call. She don't give a fuck. She's all out of fucks. She's so lost without them.
I want you to know it. I'm setting my boundaries today. Don't come over here interacting with me. Don't worry. I'm not going to interact
It's like Fort Knox, those boundaries, you know.
with any of you. I will no longer engage. I will not tolerate or allow it. And I don't care who you are. You will be blocked. You will be blocked,
Block
or you will be deleted, or you will be de-rinched for that matter. I really don't give a shit. And if you take it personally, so be it. You can have your opinions. You can believe what you want to believe. But by God, I am tired of all the ugliness. I'm tired of it. I am
Look in the mirror again.
tired of it. The
Well, take a fucking nap, bitch. Take a nap. Get a pillow. Go lay down. Get a blankie. Take a nap.
straight out lies, the talking about the others, talking about who cannot have their opinions. Grow the fuck up. Grow the fuck up. And if you're mad, when people follow others, so the hell what?
Stay
I don't
mad.
care. Again, that sounds like a personal problem to me.
Not a smile.
You're all acting childish. Every one of you are acting childish. You're thinking about nobody but yourselves. You're worried about your status. You're trying to appear like you're mortal. You're moral.
You're mortal. You're Lord Jesus, help me.
You're moral. You're all moral. And you know what? You're trying to act like you're moral without practicing whatever you preach, sitting there craving validation, in my opinion, and craving approval, trying to get in groups and do whatever it takes, even when it hurts innocent people.
Didn't you host a roundtable meeting with the team at your house?
You're trying to be accepted and belong somewhere. Oh,
Again, is this another audition for a higher up position in the team?
let me tell y'all a little story. This is a true
Oh.
story.
Tell us.
Oh, don't worry. I'm not going to call you out either, but I
Right.
can. I can.
Okay.
I had a mod.
All right.
Okay. I had a mod one time.
She had a mod one time.
Again, I'm not going to mention her name. And I've never mentioned her name, so y'all don't know who she is. Not yet, anyway, unless she gives me a good damn reason. Because I damn sure got the email. Or emails, I should say. Emails.
Don't forget that S.
She's a mod now for these hate channels.
Oh, no. I bet I can guess who you're talking about.
Did I know she was going to fly and land there? No, I didn't. But am I surprised? No, I'm not. No, I'm not. Because I'm going to tell you exactly how it went down. The long and short of it was, this is how it went down over here.
What's that little creepy giggle about? Because you're about to lie?
She didn't have a wrench one day. And we do have glitches sometimes. And all people do sometimes. And it's okay to come say, hey, because I can't see a lot of times when, if you're on the phone or different things that
Dutch, which one is she talking about?
people have wrenches. So it's okay to, say, hey, I don't have my wrench for whatever reason. Is something wrong? That's okay. But a long time ago, I had somebody tell me,
Speak of the devil.
Smiley, they're not here anymore. But one thing, if he ever told truthful, he told this truthful. And I go back on this a lot. And I thank him for this if he ever listens to.
Want to take a random guess who we're talking about? Let's see here. Could it be?
Did y'all not see it? It was Duchess. See it. It was Duchess.
by the way, she already lied in this little retell of the story because she said none of you would know because she's never mentioned her. Well, there's a reason why I have a screaming Duchess, Duchess, Duchess clip of Smiley because she did. She has deleted quite a few lives of her going off the deep end, even worse than this that she did on Duchess. But carry on. Tell us who you're not talking about.
Because one thing he was right about was this. He said, Smiley, if a mod ever comes to you and they're begging for their wrench or they have a problem with you taking their wrench, he said, you need to watch them. Something's wrong because, you know, if people have people with a wrench can really fuck up your channel. So if they keep coming to you about the wrench, something's wrong. I always remember that, and I thank him for that. Anyway, something happened to this girl's wrench. Didn't know she didn't have it, so she come to me, long story short, and she said, you know, was something wrong. She didn't have a wrench. And I said, no, I guess it was an accident. There must have been a glitch in the system. I'll get to it. And at the time, I didn't really know how to go back in there and wrench her. I had to get help to go to my studio and do that or whatever.
A glitch in the system.
Anyway, I didn't get around to it quick enough for her. She kept bugging the shit out of me. Smiley, why ain't I got my wrench? Why ain't I got my wrench? Why ain't I got my wrench? Blah, 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 blah.
I'm sure she was just bugging the ever-loving shit out of you.
That shit hurt my nerves, basically, long story short. I bet if I got 5 emails, you know.
Ma'am, you've been on your last nerve for the last 20 years.
Why? I ain't got my wrench yet. I ain't got my wrench yet. Till she made me question that shit. And I started ignoring her. That's the God's honest truth.
No.
So
what?
She never got her wrench back. But she wrote me and she said, before she went to these other people's, you know, when I started to ignore her.
Why don't you tell the truth, Smiley? Because I can tell the truth of what happened here.
She said, these are her exact words. She said,
yeah, maybe she's telling a story about somebody else because this isn't how any of this went with Duchess.
She really liked me. She really loved me, whatever. She said, I just want somewhere to belong. I just want somewhere to fit in.
Yeah, it definitely wasn't Duchess. Let's be clear. If she is referring to Duchess, that is not how any of that went. Now, I don't know who else mods for hate channels that used to be around Smiley. Dutch, I can't think of anybody else besides Dutch. Yeah, but that's not the story of what happened. By the way, for anybody that doesn't know the story of what fell out between them, I won't even go into like all of that. But truthfully, Smiley lost her fucking shit when Chris and Katie went on panel at Duchess's. She had a whole fucking come apart afterwards. She called the cops and recorded the cops the very next day, sent Duchess's interview with Chris and Katie to the cops, was doing this little laughy giggle fucking weird thing about it and lost her fucking mind. That's where we got the clip of her. Did you not see it? It was Duchess, Duchess, Duchess. That's what happened. Now, I don't know what this whole rewrite is about somebody wanting to fit in, but if you know anything about Duchess, Duchess does what Duchess wants to do. Duchess comes as a party of one. And whether you fuck with her or not, that's on you. I choose to fuck with her because she's my type of people and I adore her and the Duke. So, but Duchess has never tried to fit in. So whoever story she's telling here. Oh yeah. Revival. Shh, stop telling on me. I've also never had communication with Smiley. But anyways, and you can go fact check me on this. It's in the optics playlist. I played it all. I showed Smiley's coverage of this case before Duchess's interview and Smiley's reaction right afterwards. You don't have to take my word for it. You can go watch it yourself. It is fucking hysterical.
You know who you are. You know who you are. Well, I guess her plane landed. Little did I know she would end up in the...
Duchess, have you been holding out on me? You too own a private jet? Bitch, we're not friends no more.
Hate channels. And she fit right in over there. Little did I know that. But that's her choice. I hope the grass is greener on that side. It's wild to me.
Trust and believe it's watered over here, so it's much greener.
How people just want to fit in. They will go wherever the wind blows. They will go at any cost, wherever. You know, wherever. Because they are followers. Just know, that's not me. and know that I can make up my own mind.
Mm,
I can make up my own mind.
yes. Yes, she can.
Now, you can lie if you want to,
I mean, we just saw you do it. Thank you for permission.
but you know what? If you want to know something, you better come to me and ask me, period.
No, thank you. You just told us to stay out of your fucking inbox, your messenger, your mailbox, and everything else. So what is it, bitch? Can you tell us? Do you want us to message you or do you want us not to? Can you pick a fucking lane and stay in it?
Period. Or you better come to me if you hear me say something and ask me why I said it. Stop with your stupid bullshit and your stupid lies.
But don't message her.
Because it's bullshit. You're not going to get no more of my attention. Sticks and stones, right? I'm an adult.
You're an adult that said that somebody needed to be drugged by their skull
way too nice
when you were talking about Julian having a meltdown a few weeks back. This is why you needed your legs up. She may cause swelling.
To many of you. I've been way too lenient with many of you. And I spent way too personal time with many of you with your dumb shit.
Oh,
also with your dumb shit, knowing you were trolls in my messages and emails and stuff like that.
oh,
With y'all thinking I'm stupid Smiley. But one thing Smiley is not, is stupid. I am far from it. And it's time y'all know that.
Meanwhile, she doxes people that would have been 7 years old when they had a kid. But carry on.
It's time you know that. And the joke is on you.
Oh,
just know I can stand on my own 2 feet.
okay.
And I don't go where the wind blows.
Well, I'm glad that you can stand up, but you've been sitting this entire time.
I don't need to hold nobody's hand, nor do they need to hold mine. I am more than
No holding hands, no singing kumbaya.
strong. And I am smarter than you realize that I am.
The people that constantly tell you that they're smart usually are pretty stupid. But
from now on, you come to my lives and you say what's not appropriate and you will get blocked, timed out, warned, or hidden. I don't care which one it is.
she just flipped the page in her notes too, by the way. If you didn't catch that, let me slow it down so you can hear the page turn. I find this to be the most fun parts of her lives. The fact that she uses notes. Listen,
From now on, you come to my lives and you say what's not appropriate and you will get blocked, timed out, warned, or hidden. I don't care which one it is. I don't really care.
she wrote that shit down. She really don't care. That's how much she does not care. She wrote that fucking shit down and just turned the page.
There's going to be a select few
Mm.
that know that and know what to do with you. And I don't give a damn what they do with you or who you are, frankly.
Oh.
And you can unsub. I don't care.
Mm.
Don't come to me asking me what, why, who, when, where. If there's a reason.
Can we ask you how? Quinny, thank you for becoming a member. Welcome to the cabana.
If there's a reason they did it, they know why they did it. I no longer have a problem with that. I no longer have a problem with that. I'm here on a mission and I'm going to complete my damn mission.
Okay, mission impossible.
You come in my community and post disrespecting stuff, I don't care who you are. I personally will delete it, and I give my mods permission to delete it. Now, mods can't block or delete other mods or whatever, but I sure as hell can, and I sure as hell will.
Oh.
If I don't like it, and if I post something or I share something from another creator, whether it's TikTok or whoever, I got a reason that I want to post that.
Well,
You don't need to know why. And I don't want no shade or disrespect posted on that, what I shared.
hey, Smiley. Just because I can, let me find this really quick. This wasn't really directed at you, but it applies. Signed me via my beautiful friend, the Duchess.
Bitch, if I said some shit and you looking for apologies, scram, now you bother me. I meant that shit. Ooh, nah, bitch, if I said some shit. Now you calling me an idiot, but you're still not getting it. Yeah. I meant that shit. Every word that I said, bitch.
Carry on, though. Carry on.
You don't need to know the reason that I shared it. You don't have to like it.
You better love it.
Come to my community disrespecting.
What you gonna do?
I don't care if you agree with that or not. This is my channel.
Ooh. Gotcha.
Whatever my reason is frankly none of your business. And if I do go in another chat and you don't like me, there's 3 little dots up there. You can block me. And you don't have to say a damn word I say. How about that? Why don't you have some respect for the other creator instead of trying to cause drama? Again, it's fine with me because I didn't come here to make friends. I'm not here to make friends. You can think what you want about me. You can do what you want about me. I don't care. That's right. They don't have respect for themselves. Let me look what y'all are saying.
Uh-oh.
Cecilia, thank you for your super sticker. Hold on. I saw some more and I don't know.
She ain't there for the clicks, likes, views, or the money. Just remember that. She didn't make a dime. Not a dime.
Where they're at. Oh, here. Hold on a minute. Let me go over these. Maria, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Lisa, thank you for becoming a new YouTube member. Butter Biscuit, I got you. Thank you. I appreciate you. Hobo's Life, thank you. Excuse me, Mike, thank you. I have always thought Chris was innocent of anything, but after the drama grifters panel and silence everyone has been on this week, it's not a good look, Chris. Thank you. Thank you so much. Uh-oh, hold on a minute.
Oh, Mike. Oh, Mike.
Mike, thank you so much. Thank you, Mike. Opal, thank you for becoming a YouTube member. I appreciate you so much. Kimmy, thank you. Thank you for the gift. If y'all are getting gifts, please thank these people. Excuse me. Thank you. Because that's very sweet of them. And Cecilia, I just got you. Thank you so much. And Holly S., I love you. Thank you so much. And Hey Jude, thank you so much. I love you, Hey Jude. Thank you, Shannon. Thank you so much. And Opal, I don't know if I went over these or not. Thank you for being a YouTube member for 6 months. Thank you. Hold on a minute. Thank you. Because well, I felt like this was needed, and I want y'all to know where I stand. I want you to know where I stand. Period. I want you to know where I stand. Let me try to get to see
or where she sits.
What y'all are saying, because I really wasn't looking, and I apologize. It's so troubling to see all these grown adults presenting awful behavior. Yes, it is. Let's see. Dark Side of Crime. Thank you, Dark Side of Crime. Thank you for the super sticker. Debbie W. Thank you for the super sticker. I appreciate you so much. Millie's here. She said, "Hi, everybody." Excuse me. Not crazy. I see your heart. Thank you. I hope you do, because I'm only here in it for my heart. Smiley Brown Eyes Girl said, "I love you. You're just like me, and tell it how it is." Sebastian Strong. Amen. And that's all it should be about, is Sebastian. This shit.
Amen. Hallelujah. What the fuck is going on? Smiley, stop this shit.
This is me off no end. Daisy,
just go full-blown drama. Ma'am,
so they have to act like badasses on YouTube because they're stuck in real life and can hide behind the screen or puff their chest and pretend to be something important. Exactly. I don't understand that crap. Shannon said, "Oh, thank you, Shannon. Thank you. We're happy to call people liars as 5 CPS went to 3 CPS." Exactly. And this is what I don't understand. And I'm going to tell.
We don't know how many CPS records there are factually as is. So there's that. But carry on.
I told it in my community post earlier. Okay, that was another thing. I was mad at my community post. I'm going to say this. Who missed my community post? Whoever is claiming to pass around, first of all, let me calm down here. We know who said they stole the CPS report, okay? That person.
We know what Seth said. We know that Seth said T-Rev and Michaela got those from him, not willingly on his part. However, we've also heard them say that they were sent them. So again, we have no idea. Liars lying on liars. But I tend to believe that they were probably sent them.
Person, when all this is over with, and I don't know what Seth's going to do, wants to do, I don't know. That's on him, whatever.
Chico, no, ma'am. No, I'll leave that to Duchess.
He needs to be in jail. That's number one. But number two, I can't deal with all that. That's not, whatever. But now there's rumors, allegedly. And again, it's on my community post. So I'm going to address it. There's people and there's creators.
No.
Dumb enough.
No.
And I did say dumb, D-U-M-B. I don't mince my words.
She can spell a 4-letter word. Yay, Smiley.
Who say they have copies of these CPS reports. Well, just let me tell you something, what Smiley's opinions on that is.
Did you write this down or are we going rogue?
I don't give a fuck who you
shit.
are. You can be Queen Elizabeth dug up from the grave. I don't give a damn. whoever has those or allegedly has those, or if you ever show those, first of all, I would never believe a damn thing that's written on the piece of paper that you show. Anything can be fixed, doctored, altered, or whatever. That's number one. And I don't believe anything you nutcases show. But if you do have it and you put something like that out, when this is all said and done, I hope every single one of your asses land in the freaking penitentiary. Not the jail, the penitentiary.
Oh.
That's my thoughts on it, if anybody gives a damn what my thoughts are. And you must give a damn because you're in here listening to it, or you're in the bushes listening to it. So that's what I think about it. Hey, Jude, thank you. I love you too, honey.
I should have called this the No Fucks Given tour.
Why would you think I'm getting sick? I'm just asking. Just asking.
Yeah.
Can you answer that for me? Why would I be getting sick?
Lindsay, I did. I watched. Yeah. She had a full-on meltdown.
Did you poison me?
Great.
Just asking.
Oh, breathing. Deep breathing exercise.
I'm waiting on an answer. I don't know why you're thinking I'm getting sick. I'm just asking. Ginger, thank you so much. Thank you so much. And I appreciate you.
She has a pure heart, but no soul. Okay.
Special ed teacher, thank you
They respect her so much. Oh, right.
so much.
Told you. You can.
Oh, the devil's not gonna get me, honey. They might think they are, but they're not.
You can keep that devil over there.
I support creators. Did I already read that? Thank you.
Yes, you already read that. You're so worked up. You're not even seeing straight anymore.
So much. Thank you so much. I feel like I'm going down. Oh God. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if I'm reading that twice. I will, honey. I will not sell my soul to nobody. Oh, and FYI, I don't work for nobody and I have not signed an NDA, so y'all can all kiss my ass. Anything else you want to know?
No, not really. No, I think we're good.
They are dumb if they say they have those. Yeah, I don't care what they say. They know how to lie, create, fixate.
Oh, her handler was there.
I don't know. They're fixated on Smiley for some reason. I don't know. Yes, thank you all for supporting me.
Once again, because we review commentary, we're obviously fixated and obsessed.
See, I'm trying to read some of these comments. I'm way behind on them. I even said they had it sent to them, but they did not look. Well, how would they know if it was actually sent? Exactly. Thank you for your, yes, thank you everybody for your generosity.
You know that they're getting desperate when they're inviting these people in.
Let's see, can a mod give me directions? Where can I find a community post rather than new or YouTube, rather than new to YouTube? Oh, you're rather new to YouTube, and I don't know all the ins and outs. Okay, if you go to a creator's, page, then you should go to their picture, and then it should have their lives, shorts, community post, and all that kind of stuff. And you just click on community.
You click on posts. You click
see, Taylor, I've been bouncing around trying to understand the crazy over the last 24 hours. I think I'm more confused than ever. You always said it straight in my opinion, which I thank you. And yeah, we all go to different people, try to hear what
Good night, Buttercup.
they're saying, try to know what's going on, et cetera, et cetera.
I recently, Buttercup, just so you know, I recently did a whacking on the bushes, so you won't get lost in them. You're safe again.
That don't mean we always agree with everybody or anything like that. Let's see. You put it out, you're going to jail, then prison. Yeah, I'd rather them go to prison, but I don't know where they're going. They can go to hell for all I give a damn. I don't care. Yeah, enough is enough.
Chico, she definitely went rogue and threw those notes right the fuck out the window because she is off.
Because I'm coughing. Because I'm coughing because I am freaking, my throat's dry. I've been yelling. Thank you, Mom of an angel. Listen, I'm just trying to be straight. And if I will take accountability, I make mistakes. I'm not perfect. Nobody in this world is perfect. I'm going to have to back out and watch from the beginning. I'm sorry. Okay, Tropicana. Well, she's probably already gone by now. Let's see. I had to miss something somewhere along the line, but I'm finding Sebastian and I will do anything to support. Lakeside Lawyer, thank you, honey. Thank you. I appreciate you so much. The last month. Yeah, I mean, I've been accused of this and I've been accused of that. And, if I'm going to say something, I'm going to say it. Stop taking it as bullshit. Let's see. Hold on a minute.
Oh, her beeper went off again. Bzz, bzz. You're off track. Get back on your notes. Pages.
Sometimes I get, Yeah, everybody, thank you for the super stickers.
She
There
set
goes.
timers for
Their
herself.
asses are hung. The reports are confidential. Yes, the reports are confidential, and that's against the law. Hey, Michael, much love to you too. Let's see. I just want y'all to know I'm not taking this shit no more. And I've had people come in here when I'm trying to do a serious live and try to distract me. Stop that also. Thank you, Lisa. Thank you so much for the
Stop distracting her, people.
super sticker. Thank you so much. Much love and much appreciated. Let's see.
She's not there for the money.
Well, these go to CPS reports obtained illegally could be in jail. Yeah, all that's illegal. You can't do that. Sounds good. Much love to you, D. White. Yeah, everything seems to be a game. All this seems to be a game. I don't know what is so freaking funny about it, but it's not a game. What is so ha-ha funny about all this? Nothing.
Oh,
Exactly. Exactly. This is not fun.
since when have these people spewed anything factual? In months, in a year.
Hey, fun to ski. Let them post CPS. Yeah, let them post them. Oh my God. Thank you, Hope in the Shadows, for 10 smiley memberships. Y'all welcome. Hey, Seth. Yeah, it's not exactly Seth. Oh my God. Seth said it better than anybody else. This is not a game. His son is in danger. And he is right. And the more that everybody is playing around and playing these games, there is a child that's missing and is in danger.
First of all, we don't know where Sebastian is. Most of the time, they're trying to tell us something horrific happened to Sebastian, and Chris and Katie are responsible for said nefarious act. So I get so confused again by this back and forth here. Most of us over here have continued to push back and say the games that you guys have played, the speculation, rumors, all that shit is disgusting because a child is missing. But we have been looking at just a small fraction of a few of the games that have been played recently by the team. So,
and this needs to stop. This needs to stop. And I am so freaking sorry, Seth, but I am so mad.
oh,
I am so mad. And I'm sorry. I know I don't have no right to be. I'm sorry. Well, but I am. I am so mad. But what, I don't know if you heard what happened last night or not, but look, I apologize. I apologize to you for that. I don't have Sebastian's name in here anywhere today. I could be spending this whole live. I've been on here almost an hour. I could be spending my time on phone calls, on research, on whatever. This is exactly what Seth is talking about.
please don't research anymore. You suck at that.
And his son is out there somewhere in danger. Thank you, Canadian Mama Bear. Thank you for being a member for 14 months. And I think when I went in Terry Lynn's last night and asked, when I was going to look for justice, because I wouldn't ask a damn thing. I don't go in there, to be honest with you. Things have been fishy to me for a while, and I'm just going to be honest with you. I don't know if anybody else saw it or not, and I really don't give a damn. What I give a damn about is when I think it was a logical question. Why show up?
Why are they all so freaked out about Terry Lynn? I personally don't believe that Terry Lynn is a point of freak out for any of them. I think they're using that as a weird little posturing thing. I don't think any of them are freaked out about Terry Lynn doing what she did. Truly, I think it's all just content. I want to know what the other games are being played for, though.
Now, when you haven't been on there, I don't know what the hell's been going on with her, to be honest with you. And I don't have to like her because she claims to be for Sebastian. That's just my opinion. Seth can love her to death. And I know he don't want this fighting. But, and she didn't really say anything about me unless I left. But I think it was a reasonable question. I went in there and freaking asked, who are you talking about? When she's claiming somebody said they did that to Sebastian. All the stuff going on. I know you were there, Neater. I saw you. I know you were there. I seen everybody that was in there, and I seen everybody that was two-faced. Don't you worry. I seen who all was there.
That got her a little riled up again.
Seen everybody, and I got everything. And I seen who all was telling me I was Val. No, I'm not Val. And then the damn creator wants to get up there on the damn lives and clue it up and queen it up and Chris it up. Oh, I know, honey. It's okay, Sid. It's fine. It's fine. It's okay. It's okay. And it's fine. It's fine. Thank you for being here, Seth. I'm just speaking my mind. Right is right, and that's the way it is. It was horrid last night. But I'm telling you what, I am tired of, no matter what case it is,
Hmm.
I am tired of everybody being disrespectful.
Really? You don't fucking say. You're tired of everyone being disrespectful. Oh, all right. All right.
I'm tired of it.
Right.
Y'all want to play games and play drama? You go right on ahead.
Oh.
You want to keep thinking everything's a joke? You go right on ahead.
Oh.
I am not for this bullshit. I'm not
Oh.
for it at all.
Not for it.
And I don't care who you are or what side of the table you sit on. If you got something to say to me or you want to ask me something, then you come ask me. Man up or woman up, but stop your bullshit. Your bald-faced lies. Stop it.
Again, with the bald face, and in the beginning of this, she told everybody to stay out of her mailbox, stay out of her messenger, don't contact her. So,
Okay? Because I don't have time for it.
she don't got
I
time.
come here for a mission.
I miss
And
you.
you're not stopping me from this mission that I'm on.
All right.
Yeah, I can hold my own. You got that right, Miss Grace. And I'm going to continue with it. But don't forget, you come in my lives, you come in my community post, you're wasting your time. Because from now on, you're going to be blocked or you're going to get deleted. I've been way too good to y'all. Period. And I'm going to
Exclamation point.
continue with what I'm doing, whether you like it. Said, hey, Smiley, I think everyone should be mad. What if it was your child? What would you do if your only child disappeared under another's watch? Exactly. I agree.
Why are you trying to amp it
I
up,
agree.
Seth?
I know what I would do. Everybody should be mad.
Why are you?
And I agree with you on 100,000% with that. They should be mad and they should be doing everything they can instead of trying to tear everybody down that's trying to help.
Oh, but it's okay to tear down Chris and Kate. Okay. All right.
And the very ones that they're calling vile and sick and all that stuff, and that they don't approve of, that's the very one hanging out, holding hands, singing Kumbaya, and showing all these ridiculous X-rated bullshit, telling love stories, I guess you should say. I don't know.
Again, are you talking to Seth? Because, yeah, do I think that it was probably a good look for Chris to be? No, it probably was not. Not at all. But again, why did you guys avoid Seth being on BJ's panel doing all that? That was excused, right? That's what I'm talking about. The back and forth from side to side. But again,
It's ridiculous.
we heard
In the
that
meantime,
about already,
where
too.
is Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers? Everybody should be trying to figure that out. That's the question.
Or let law enforcement do their jobs and leave it alone and stop with the rumors and speculations and the targeted attacks and the harassment.
I really do thank you all for coming in here today and letting me vent that out. And I'm sorry that it had to come to this. But again, don't expect no Miss Nice Smiley anymore. Keep my name
I've never seen Miss Nice Smiley, so
out of your mouth unless you're talking about Sebastian Rogers or any of these Miss doing. Don't come to me with no effery stuff. And like I said, I'm not your mail girl. I'm not a go-between. You want to do something, you put in the work. How about that?
how about that? If you want to get that packet from At Night Media, then you put in the work and kiss all the fucking asses and run with all the rumors. You do that.
How about that?
How about that?
And keep the faith for Sebastian and try to do something good to find these children. Especially
God.
Sebastian right now. He needs all the help he can get.
Shut up, Smiley.
If you know anything, there is a
$50,000 reward from the FBI.
and $47,000 reward, whether his mother or his stepfather wants to say it or not. There's a $50,000 reward from FBI and a $397,000 reward from Dog the Bounty Hunter. So let's not forget that. Why they want to ditch $397,000, I don't know. That's pretty.
Let's talk about the factual reward, which is up to $50,000 from the FBI.
Damn ignorant, if you ask me. So don't be coming to my community post and telling me how ignorant I am. Y'all are the ignorant ones. If you have any information on Sebastian, call 1-800.
Smiley, do yourself a favor and read the criteria for how and how or what you have to provide to collect that supposed reward. Read it out loud to your community. I challenge you.
100 TBI fine or 615-451-3838, or you can call 1-833-TELL-DOG. Dog is very much in this case.
Roof, roof.
Thank you all for joining me today, and y'all have a great day. Enjoy your Saturday. Bye. Thank you, Seth, for being in here.
Bye. Bye, Smiley. Bye. Bye, Smiley. Guess who else? We've got a little ways to go today. You know how I like to go about these things. Do, 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 do.
Terry says all the lies. She's not friends with us.
Ooh, that was a jump scare. In between segments, I figured I'd give you guys a good laugh right quick because I said I was going to share this with you guys the other day and I didn't do it. So let me read it to you. So I told you guys the other day when I was on the floor with the flu, my wonderful friend Revival wrote me a new obituary. All right. So here's my recent obituary because every time I get sick, Revival writes me a new one. So just for some laughs, this is satire. So please do not take offense to any of it because I find it fucking funny as hell. So here we go. It's kind of weird that I'm reading my own obit, by the way. Becky Sue Nonsense passed away peacefully in her home with an in-ground pool on April 4th, 2025, due to complications from an enormous sense of entitlement. Services will be held at a later date to allow all those who hated her to travel to Arizona. Becky was born in North Dakota 42 years ago. She immediately demonstrated that she thought she was going to be better than everyone else by asking the delivering doctor to hold her umbilical cord. Her obvious and lifetime lack of personality led her to a life of associating with animals over humans. Health issues plagued Becky, aka no sense, most of her adulthood. She found that factor to be a convenient excuse to constantly act as a victim. She took that talent from Facebook to YouTube, first starting out as a simp for Katie Joy, and then holding her own as one of the biggest hypocrites with the channel. She came up with the stupidest name for her followers, Islanders, one of her most regrettable decisions. When Becky knew that her days on Earth were limited, she vigorously trained her bodyguard and pick-me girl, Revival the Islander. Again, there's that stupid name. To spend 26 hours a day going into live streams to take screenshots and collect names of those in chat. She carefully crafted Revival into a loyal shit stirrer, liar, and all-around weirdo. Unfortunately, Revival was unable to carry on No Sense's mission, as she pathetically fell permanently into the fetal position on her kitchen floor upon learning of her leader's demise. No Sense is survived by her partner Kyle and his big ass Rich, her biological daughter that is now free from her exploitation, two nieces that she selfishly took from her sister to raise, her friend Cash, who paid for everything, including the expensive tattoos on her Hulk-like body. She is also survived by a house full of demonic pets that are probably already at the local animal shelter. In lieu of flowers, the family has asked that you donate to Lashes International, an organization that provides hideously large fake eyelashes to those in need. Smiles Revival wrote me another obit. What the? I'm telling you, it's the best thing ever. You want to feel better all of a sudden, just get a Revival obit when you're laying on the floor puking your guts up. It'll cheer you right the fuck up because it is the best thing ever. Ever. Oh. Every time I read it, and I read it quite often, both of them. I have both of them saved. They are amazing. So, yeah, they get better and better every time. I swear, though. Okay, we all got our good little laugh out of that. they're gonna have some fucking shitty things to say, which they do anyway. So at least we give them. She wrote that, Lindsay. She wrote that. That's all Revival. Revival is extremely talented and funny as fuck. For those of you that don't know, she is a comedian, truly a comedian. She is funny as shit. All right, you guys ready? Sorry, I'm not done yet. We won't listen to much of this one, but I mean, why do these people put themselves in little circles all the time? Like, why do that to yourself?
Terry says all the lies. She's not friends with us. Kitty Catty, I'm not sure what's going on.
She don't fuck with you, you little stupid ass hoe. She ain't fucking with you.
With Terry Lynn. Yeah, it was funny reality. Rosenbaum is Yeda's last name. Okay. Okay, Annabella, who are we talking about? Terry Lynn when she decided to talk to the dog walker?
Who's the dog walker?
Y'all.
Are you diminishing Captain Canine Jules to a dog walker?
Microdot, you're good. We're still chatting. Oh, that's also Microdot.
This
I love
is Lolly.
having dinners with my kids.
This is Lolly, beautifully broken, obnoxiously stupid.
Hey, Cassie Roku. Katie, girl. You know, when Chris tells us the 3 a.m. lights is a man taking his trash to the end of the road, those people have lost it. And, you know, we have to talk about more lies because Katie has done it again.
Oh, oops.
There's a Dateline interview that has been put out, and I'm fixing to look at it. I'm going to read it for you, and then we're going to have a discussion about this because...
Yeah, we don't need to have a discussion about that. But what we need to do is have a discussion about what you go on to talk about in this, because we go back to Terry Lynn. This is funny shit.
Over the whole court system. That kind of ticked them off, I imagine. And then to hear Mommy Cruella walk out the door and attack Terry Lynn.
By the way, if you don't know, Lolly is one of Smiley's best buddies. I think she got her start off of Smiley. She's in that crew. Well, I don't know if Smiley fucks with her now either, because Smiley don't fuck with nobody. Ain't friends with nobody. But this is Lolly. If you want to see some of the most vile, hatred, disgusting things spewed against Katie Proudfoot, go listen to this one. She has a vindictive, nasty, I don't even know the correct words anymore for the way she spews things at Katie. It's very, very disgusting. And she does it on the daily. But she doesn't get much attention from the team, so she just picks up the slack. And to wrap it out, just so you guys know, again, we'll probably be here for a couple more hours. Sorry, it'll be a long one. But I'm going to take you back in time to once upon a time, Terry Lynn visited a panel over yonder. Hey, can you shush? Can you be quiet for a minute? I'm trying to talk. And you're rudely interrupting me, sir. Thank you. Come here. Come here. We're going to finish it out with the one that wants to play fetch.
Supposedly, rumor has it, because she accused Cruella of doing something to Sebastian. That's the word on the streets. Can't say that as a fact. But we do know there were heated words. We do know Chris went out there and Katie was with him and started attacking Terry Lynn as well. The woman with the purple hair, who now we realize is Chris's sister, Melissa. You know how that family loves to attack women.
Once again, back to the purple hair. Meanwhile, I don't think you should be talking about anybody attacking women when that's kind of your specialty of the attacks on Katie and anybody else that calls you on your shit. You just tend to fabricate a whole fucking story of shit.
They gang up. Yep, she picked that whole family above Sebastian. Exactly, Mohawk. And for her to take Sebastian and allow him to be in the same home, I don't care if it's his grandmother or not. She is a registered offender against children. Sebastian was a child. It's uncalled for. It's absolutely disgusting. Cher wants her kicked out of the club. No purple hair for Cher. We don't want them to do that. That's funny. Dee Marie, I've always been okay with Terry Lynn.
By the way, there's zero proof that was ever factual. Nobody's been able to prove that Sebastian was ever around that. And we've talked about where that initial rumor came from, and it was Tony Mathis himself on TikTok. I've showed that multiple times.
I never had anything against her. I don't know if all these things we're hearing is true. That's the word on the street. But I do know this. Terry Lynn herself said her daughter had been followed. And she was very nervous a little bit, but she wasn't going to stop looking for Sebastian. Why would Terry Lynn need to be followed? There's rumors going out on X, and I'll just read something to you. And this was put out actually on Facebook. Let me get to it. Here it is. This was put on Facebook. Said Crimson Tide and Terry Lynn are two of several people behind a troll account on X. The two work together. Crimson has been feeding info to Flasher from the start. Crimson Tide was given information to see Fisher. He is Flasher. She impersonated his victims to get in with other victims. They use the info to combat victims. Then we hear she said her daughter is not allowed to drive anymore. She has also feared kidnapping. So you have a woman who is scared that her daughter will be kidnapped if she discusses poker party.
Just randomly filling in her role of spreading further in misinformation and running with bullshit. Once again, the team just doing what the team does.
Or the poker. Then you have to ask yourself, why fear kidnapping? Why can't she drive?
The poker game that there's never been a single bit of proof to, because likely, very likely, it didn't happen.
Why'd they blame Bobby for a hit and run? Makes me wonder if someone did run over him and they're trying to pin it on someone now. People, that was all put out by Hong. Oh, she did? Let me see if I can go see it. Terry Lynn put a message for, like I said, folks, this is just words on the street. I have no idea. Let me see if I can see it. I'm seeing her picture come up a lot, but all I'm seeing is when people are talking about her.
He's still pouting.
I'll know this. I would like to have her come out. She said, now UA and I are friends. See you later today, BJ. That's a untruth. Okay. I do think she needs to come out. I think she needs to do a live and she needs to tell what's going on. Her name is getting splattered everywhere. But I'm wondering, is that being pushed by the wrong side? I don't know. Oh, looky here. Barnes and Noble crime time.
This one loves to just run with shit. Run with shit. Speaking of another one that likes to run with shit, you can go watch more of that. She goes on and on. Oh, he's going to play with his toy again. He is, I'm telling you, every day, you guys, this is, Hank, are you having a fit? You got your mini cow. Tell your friends. Nobody loves me. Mom takes me for walks, but nobody loves me. Just leave me with my mini cow. The cats won't play with me. He's such a goober. I can't get anything done because I just stop and watch him all the time. He is much better looking and much funner to watch than all this stuff. All right, here we go. Oh, I feel like I need to do stretches. Yo, BJ, you asked if we wanted to play ball, or you said you'd play ball. Fetch. Here you go.
I mean, that's all I need to know.
Let's go back.
There's gonna if people let this group of people in,
This was from April 4th. This was after Terry Lynn's live.
there's gonna if people let this group of people in, and the true crime community subscribers start entertaining these channels and they let them in, our community is not going to be recognizable, and it's not. I want to go back to the regular true crime where none of this shit happened. Hey, Marley G. Terry Lynn
That was for Duchess. Don't mind me.
went live a while ago, and boy, howdy, she went off, cleared things up, so to speak. Well, she's over there with Queen Bee. So, and I'm gonna tell y'all, this makes me sad because I know that there's subscribers in here, some of you whom I really love, but I'm gonna tell you, it hurts my feelings to no good that she's over there with them and they're trashing the shit out of me. Like I mean, that's all I need to know. That's all I need to know. Terry Lynn is officially on the other side.
Well, they were really fast to be like, she's on the other side. No, what? What? Nah. I think she's in her own little delusional world, if you ask me, but yeah, Chris, I heard that. I don't have the qualifications to know, or like I didn't think that far ahead before I opened my mouth, but that's what I'm working with. There you go.
These people aren't true crime. They're crama, aka creating crimes on YouTube. Yep. Terry Lynn, Sarah.
Meanwhile, this one's asking for a restraining order against Granny.
Terry Lynn. She's over there with QB. QB had some full-on panel that talked vile about Seth. QB needs to be added to the. Oh, I can't say that. Narcos, how are you tonight? Hey, Kimbo. Hey, listen.
I can't say that. I can't say that.
Let me ask a question before I get silenced. Oh yeah, because we're doing a real good job of silencing you there, brutally. What will your response be if it's found out that KP and CP had nothing to do with Sebastian's disappearing? You say, "Oh, poor Seth," but look what y'all done to them. Okay, well, I'm going to answer this to you. I'm gonna go ahead and tell you now. You must not watch me much because I've answered this many times. I'm going to tell you exactly what my response is going to be. I've never accused those two of doing anything to Sebastian in regards to him disappearing.
Oh, BJ, just because you delete videos and make heavy implications doesn't mean we forget.
One, that's a common, very, very, very common misconception. Number two, I'm going to say exactly what I said today, yesterday, the day before that, and the day before that.
2-year-olds, we don't know what he is. We adopted him from the shelter. He is supposedly some sort of shepherd mix. I do personally believe that he could have boxer in him. He could be a blackmouth cur. And no, he's not from the Seattle area. He is from here in Arizona, from the animal shelter. His name at the animal shelter was Tyler. And then it went to Doc, and then Doc didn't fit him. So now it's Hank the Tank. He was born December 28th. We don't really know what he is, besides a big old baby who's throwing another fit.
Once again, I'm seriously a mockingbird. My point of contention with Christopher and Katie Proudfoot are not the fact that Sebastian disappeared, because none of us know what happened to him. My point of contention with those two is and always will be the way that he was treated. The mistreatment of Sebastian prior to him disappearing, okay? Spanking Sebastian with a belt, taking things away from him that he loves, bragging about making him throw his own items away.
Question. Again, we are always going to have our feelings on punishment, and I don't agree with certain things either. But how many people that talk about this and say they have such a hard time, I can only imagine how many of them have actually spanked their children or taken toys away or items away from their children when they were in trouble. I can only imagine. But all these perfect parents out here judging these parents, I bet have never spanked their children, right? I bet they've never swatted their hand, and I bet they've never taken any of their items away from them. I bet if we went in to look into their background, we'd never find that out, right? Right.
Speaking of him in a very disparaging way, like how he's allergic to deodorant and he stinks, or they say that he likes to, or his Chris Proudfoot says he likes to, urinate and defecate himself. They said it, and he said it in a very different way. Mocking the way that he laughs and dances. Speaking of him like he's his arch nemesis, he thought he was going to get me kicked out of my house. Those are my problems with Chris Proudfoot and Katie. The fact that she allowed this man to treat that child that way, knowing that he's on the spectrum, okay? It's not right.
First of all, again, you can have your opinions on using, spanking, a belt, any of that stuff. But factually, once again speaking, the incident with the belt occurred previous to, and it doesn't make a difference in the big scheme of things, except for these people try to use this stuff as their reason for their vile hatred of a year long. He wasn't diagnosed with autism until October of 2023. The incident with the belt happened previously to that. And again, if you're going to hold that energy, hold it for Seth when he was in California and CPS was contacted on him. Hold the same energy across the board.
It's wrong. And then to top it off, we have CPS reports. Many leading up to his disappearance. There were obvious problems. We have Chris Proudfoot's own words saying that Sebastian thought he was going to get him kicked out of his home. Okay? Very disparaging of the kid.
We have CPS reports, BJ. Does that mean you have those CPS reports too? Were they shared with you? We have CPS reports. Factually, we don't have CPS reports. Factually, I've never seen them, nor do I want to see them. But you're pretty comfortable saying we have CPS reports. How many are there? Because at one point in time, you and your panel said that there were 7. Then it went to 5. How many? And I remind you, Heather Cohen, when she was working on behalf of Seth, went on News Nation right beside Seth Rogers himself and said that the CPS report, the one you guys try to say was open and all this big hubbub about, was likely unfounded because it was closed. And guess what? Seth didn't argue with that. So what is it? What lane do you guys want to land in?
They tried. It wasn't enough. It was not enough that Sebastian was in. It wasn't enough that Sebastian was going to go live with his dad within a few months. No. They needed to go ahead and get him out then. They couldn't.
First and foremost, again, just to be factual here, if you go back to Seth's own words on the labs panel, which is Josh from the lab, Seth himself stated in March that Sebastian was supposed to come live with him the year before, and Seth gave him another year to get his behavior together. So again, keep the energy across the board.
Didn't even wait the few months. They start looking for a place in institution, for God's sakes.
And again, Seth, obviously, as we know from Tony Mathis himself, instantly reached out to somebody else and helped to find other facilities that he was comfortable with. And again, in my opinion, he, with his little advisor's help, was looking at what I consider more like conversion camp styles instead of behavioral health treatment centers. But Seth was an active participant in that conversation, and we're just going to overlook that because Tony Mathis even went up there and told us the places that the woman or the liaison helped Seth find. And then he sent those back to Chris and Katie. So we're taking his choices and his willingness to participate in that conversation out of this. Oh, I see how we work. I mean, this is why I started reviewing you to begin with. You go to drama, I just go back to reviewing your words. We ain't the same.
So if Sebastian comes home tomorrow, okay, my point of contention remains. It has nothing to do with his disappearance. I have always said that, brutally honest. You're not timed out. I see you. I've never timed.
And you should probably do some extreme self-reflection and think, what if I was ever in that spot? What if one of my children, God forbid, which I hope never happens. I don't wish it upon anybody. I don't wish any of the parents that have missing loved ones or adults that have missing family members or loved ones this type of pain, especially with what social media does to families. But I would do some real deep self-reflecting and see what the internet would claim about you if one of your children went missing. I would do some self-reflecting and just sit back and think for a minute. What would be things said about me? BJ.
Timed you out. I've been timed out by all y'all, they say. Well, Seth has not been any better. He could put a stop to all of this. It's funny, CP tells everyone to leave Seth alone. Really? How could you tell me how Seth could put a stop to all of this? Coco, honey, thank you so much for being a member for 4 months.
Well, it would mean that he would have to take control and get away from all of you blood-sucking vultures who have used this man's vulnerability and him being a grieving father of a missing child, your guys' words, not ours, using this man to use his missing child for your own personal gain. So you're unwilling to even entertain the thought of Seth doing what would be best for Seth, because if Seth did what was best for Seth, Brittany wouldn't have the excuses and a pro bono attorney to represent her in a personal vendetta in court.
If both sides would just stop. Okay, thank you. Cassie Roku, thank you so much for the super chat. Please check email before you play Dateline article in honor for Seth. Okay, thank you. I will.
I want to get to the Terry Lynn parts of this discussion, though, because she says a lot of shit in this, which you've all heard repeatedly. The implications, the random spins, nothing new to see here, just the same old song and dance. But there's a few interesting pieces in this that I think are worth checking out. In fact, I went too far, so let me back up. Seth Rogers' comments are one of those things. Let's see, 41. Let's go here.
In Sebastian's honor, every dime would go to find him.
Oh, and I want to address this too. That KJ Maxx comment here. Let's let her ramble.
Sincerely, what? Why would we give the money to charity when it needs to go to actually help and find him?
So first and foremost, what Chris suggested was that community-wide, everybody that could participate in a mutual fundraiser for a charity in honor of Sebastian. Just a day of doing a kind deed in Sebastian's honor for charity. I think it was suggested to do for the National Center for Missing and Exploited Children. I think it's a great idea. But again, a lot of these people are unwilling to even, why would we do that?
I'm confused on that. Did you type that right? What? I'm confused.
Hey T, hey Sean.
Last night Neil was not feeling good, so a couple times I got up from. Did he say that one of the times I missed it when I got up from my computer? I read it wrong. CP wants everybody to do a fundraiser.
How it actually came about was in Cluminati's chat. People were asking if there was anything that they could do to help Chris and Katie. Was there anything that they could use help with? And Chris said, no, he talked a little bit. And then he said, you know what? Maybe pick a day and everybody could participate in a fundraiser for charity in honor of Sebastian. I think it's an amazing idea. Again, you don't have to anything. There's nothing that we have to do. It's a button. It's a button we attach to our streams in honor of a missing child for a great cause. I don't understand it, the pushback for this whatsoever, but here we are. hold on. She's trying to figure out what's going on. I don't understand. 2 of them on panel and they still have so much dead air.
Yeah, I'll have to listen to it. Everyone making money on Sebastian's name to donate that money to a charity. Oh, okay. Does that mean that all of the money that some of these creators have taken and gotten a shit ton of what do you call it?
Do you see how defensive she got instantly? That's not what he suggested. It wasn't donate all the money that anybody has made on their channels. It was, oh God, you all know.
Fundraisers in his name? What about, all of their attorney funds and all of that? Yeah.
She's so defensive because how dare somebody suggest doing something for charity? She's not with that.
It's a little funny that he says that, considering that the ones that are making the bulk of money off Sebastian's name are the creators that he supports the most. So, I hope he didn't say in his memory.
Oh my God. In his honor.
All right, let's just go
It says right there on your fucking screen. In Sebastian's honor.
through this. I finished going through this. Hold on.
No, I think it'd be a good thing for sure.
And maybe it might settle enough of the drama and the crap down enough. Just
I don't know, Janice in accounting. You can ask the chat that I didn't watch all of it. There's been so much and I got sick and then I shut everything off. So I will be the first to admit I have not watched all of the things that have been said by Chris. I don't watch all of the stuff that's said by Seth either. Like, I just don't, because at this point, I know it's going to be picked apart and blasted. So I see these people review it and pick it apart over and over again, and it just gets to be too much. But I don't know if he said it or not. They'll answer you. I'm going to bump it forward to another spot. You'll notice a comment being pinned on your screen.
little device. Katie can hook you up with somebody who does it.
Well, not looking.
Hold on, guys.
I see you asked.
It is too much, Sheila.
I'll just ask the way it's written. Chris, what was Katie's thoughts on her lunch with the TikTok girls being recorded by one of them? That was horrible.
Honestly, she felt betrayed, but at the same time, trying to record to get what? That's. I don't think there was. She just felt betrayed. Honestly.
No, it's understandable.
Don't you think it's a little odd she's going having
Thank you, Up to Good.
people fly out to go have lunch with her from TikTok? You two couldn't even show up for any vigil. Yeah. And I can understand Seth's frustration with this right here, right? Seth says, you two couldn't even show up for any vigil at all. You continue to act like Sebastian is not alive. He isn't your son either. Don't get me started.
All right. So, again, there seems to be this big separation for a lot of people on here that Seth can be in chats saying all these things. It was okay for Seth to go on panels. It's okay for Seth to be in every one of the team's chats. It's okay for him to say all the things. But Chris, you're not allowed. You're not allowed. Again, I find that to be wild. And this whole, you continue to act like Sebastian is not alive. Sir, with all, I don't have any respect. So, with all seriousness, you sit beside the woman who said your son is defective and likely in pieces. That would be Bullhorn Betty. Package, dropping off a package. You also sit and entertain people like Silvers, who bloop, just dropping off bodies as he's sniffing the air for decomp. You sit with people who have gone, ever heard them imply that they do not believe he is completely gone. In fact, I've seen them, Katie and Chris, encourage people to continue to look repeatedly over and over again. Could I be wrong?
I'm sorry, Seth. And I'm gonna be real. I don't think there's anything wrong with what Seth is saying here. I've asked you guys this on the live before. How would you feel if somebody just, your kid's missing, your ex's, significant other just comes out acting like he's, this is it.
Yep. We could just go on and on with the list of things that the team has implied. The natural burial grounds, the trips to Oregon, you name it. They have done it all. Justin with bags of clothing being found off of random posts, screaming and hollering in audio that didn't even exist in videos that we're told to believe exist. You name it. They have said it and done it. So
This is his show and it's his child. I feel bad for Seth. I'm sorry. I think this is, and you know, fine. Nobody's perfect, but my God, y'all, come on. These people have ripped this dude a new. He can't even have a vigil for his son without them mocking and backmasking his prayer.
I know.
And then people want to talk about.
Well, Seth is very controlled because I would either be in jail or parked on their fucking front lawn. Where's my son? Where's my son? Where's my son? Where's my son? Yeah. I mean, I don't understand these people. I don't.
No, and then you just come out and you're like, you know, and I mean, you have to see through it. Hold on, I'm sorry.
That's all right.
Again, bumping forward.
People not to reach out. No, nobody knows what they did the night Katie is sick. I mean, nobody has any details about.
I've said for months, we don't know what happened from the time they got home, supposedly air quotes got home, to the time they were on the phone.
You know who does? Law enforcement. You know what matters? Law enforcement knowing. Carry on.
There's a time gap there too. We don't know. She's flip-flopped on the time he went to bed. So, I mean.
So there you go. CP just jumped up. I think that I question if that was him just in my chat a few minutes ago. The one that was just in here. Brutally honest. I'm wondering if that was CP. Go back and read the comments. CP just jumped on QB's panel a few minutes ago. Tor is still on. Well, there you go.
So now we are accusing CP of being under alts and chats.
This seems like a reoccurring pattern. There you go.
Hartley says, eats pineapple on pizza and cuts his corn. I might have to rethink my support.
And now I'm going to bump it forward again. And I'm not going to get them all, but some that stood out to me. That I wanted to, there you go. He has been putting drama channels against true crime channels. Sir, the channel that you were making these comments in is nothing but a straight up drama channel. Let's be honest.
They've coddled the Proudfoots like they are the ones who are like Sebastian's the victim. Sebastian.
Yes, he is.
Man, shut up.
I hope y'all see through this crap, y'all. And now they're trying to come over here and manipulate me like I'm gassing Seth up and I'm preventing Seth from healing because I'm calling out the crap.
You ain't calling nothing out. Let's be honest for a minute, BJ. You don't call anything out besides your fucking drama bullshit, and then you concoct lies. You never show proof of shit. You rely on. I heard you say today when you were being reviewed, my clip channels. I hope that those clip channels know that they're considered your clip channels now, because I love that for them and you. I don't know anybody in their right mind that would want to be associated with the shit that's you do, but your clip channels, I guess, right? They do. Way to ruin their reputation.
You're out of your mind.
See Seth's comment? He's telling you what he's doing.
He has been pitting drama channels against true crime channels the entire year, Seth. The entire year. And then
You're not true crime. None of the people that Seth has surrounded himself with are true crime. True crime creators are like Judy Wrong, who very, very briefly touches this, brings awareness, and moves right along.
while all of these creators is doing his dirty work, he comes on panel and sings Kumbaya.
What dirty work are we doing? What dirty work are we doing? Meanwhile, let's not forget, you are using this missing child's name and the missing child's father, a vulnerable, grieving father, to what? Ask the court for an emergency order of protection because your Fifi's got fucking hurt?
And acts like he's against all of the drama. It's manipulation, folks.
Mm-hmm.
Don't fall for that shit. Do not fall for it. Y'all are falling for it. Hook, line, and sinker. His sister's telling everybody that the police said Sebastian may not come back. Come on, who says that? Let me find that. Because I don't want to misquote anybody. Hold on a minute.
Okay.
If the police feel that something could have happened and there could have been an accident even, and they're trying to make sure the family is prepared for the worst case scenario, they might say something to that effect. We have no idea, nor should we. But of course, got to twist and turn it, right?
Okay. Let me sit my hands because
that
my
right.
gummy's kicking in and I'm starting to get a little.
You idiots, stop trying to take shit that we say. Sitting on our hands. You are not on panel when you're sitting on your hands. Sitting on your hands means you're restraining yourself from typing in a fucking chat. When you're on panel, it would be putting tape over your damn mouth. And I wish some of you bitches would. Sitting on your hands prevents you from typing unless you're talking out of your fucking ass, which, I mean, is factual.
Dude.
Yeah, we don't want to misquote anybody. So hold on a minute. You're not going to gaslight
The
me
first part of the question would
and
be,
come and pretend like I'm the problem. If peace is possible, I'd love to have it. But this is manipulation. This isn't peace. And after all the hell that, no, that's bullcrap.
Hold on, she's strolling for her next fucking coherent thought or lack thereof. And there is a mission to my madness here. I just
Oh no, just Irish got, damn.
She got what?
Community guidelines. Commenting pause to protect the community. We discovered that comments you've left may violate community guidelines, harassment and cyberbullying policy. You'll be able to post comments again in 1 day. Damn. I was wondering why we haven't seen Just Irish. Well, there's the reason. All right, hold on. Give me just a second. I got to go to my Twitter account. I'm going to make sure I read this correctly. What the hell, Lolly?
all I've got to say
What?
is this. Sucks to suck forehead.
I hate when she does that to me too, people. Don't worry. We'll be on the phone and she goes, what the hell? What? Oh, somebody sent me something.
Clue was accusing TJ of taking Sebastian and Terry Lynn's tonight. What are we doing?
See why I don't dip my feet in those ponds over there?
What the hell? All right. Jesus, give me a
Sounds
second.
like everybody ate a gummy tonight.
Man, I at
just
this
can't.
rate, I need one. I don't even do them.
Oh Lord.
Hey, S-Dubs, good evening. S-Dubs, I don't know if you want to be here tonight, girl. It's drama galore.
Oh, it's bad.
Okay, so on X, okay. Remember, guys, I read this to you guys the other night as well. So hold on a second.
So chances are you probably don't understand anything because it takes her a minute to read things. And when I say a minute, that's being sarcastic as fuck.
What? Hold on.
What?
Okay.
Okay, I'm going to take us back so we can hear the Terry Lynn part because, like I said, I didn't just pull this out of nowhere for no reason. So everybody chill out. Hold on. I got a mission to my madness. It's all going to fall in line. But you know how we've heard the team come out swinging after Terry Lynn. Okay, well, listen to her reaction about the Terry Lynn stuff. It's very telling to me.
Know how to set that up for a joint thing.
It's me.
I know.
I think that'd be awesome. I mean,
Yeah. And I think it'd be a good thing for sure.
Terry, Terry Lynn sit with Chris Proudfoot? Now, I mean, I want to know where the people are that, I mean, do y'all really believe that this is strategic? I thought I saw somebody say that this is strategic, what Terry Lynn's doing. Do you really believe this? She's over there with Proudfoot.
Just leave her be over there. Goodness. Leave her be. Please stop coming in, telling us what other people are doing on their channels. We're trying to do our thing over here.
Public opinion won't change digital forensics.
Nope, it won't.
I feel bad for all like this.
This is horrible for Seth, and it's out and out disgusting for Sebastian.
It's horrible for Seth, but yet an article came out with Dateline, right? The article from Dateline came out to highlight that Sebastian is missing. It was a well-written article. Again, they've dissected it. Oh, this is wrong according to this. And, you know, Duchess's interview and all the interviews are played. And, oh, she's telling stories. Meanwhile, factually speaking, once again, if law enforcement has something here and the story has changed, they'll be the ones to catch it. They're so bothered by the fact that Katie and Chris, after screaming for a year, they've been silent. So now they're doing interviews, bringing awareness to Sebastian. And now they've been running with, how dare they? How dare they do this? It's so bad for Seth. What's bad for Seth? The lies about the clothing in the trash, landfill, the emergency order of protection that was filed for, days after they tried to redrum up the bag of clothing rumors again. What's bad for Seth? That Terry Lynn supposedly is acting like she's against the green team? What part's bad for Seth? The fact that 9 fucking plaintiffs are using a vulnerable, grieving father for their own personal gain in court filings, you being one of those plaintiffs. And again, you can have your feelings on Seth. I'm just repeating the words that Tony and everybody else has told us what Seth is. Do I have empathy for Seth having a missing child? Absolutely. Do I disagree with some of his behaviors? Yes. Do I disagree with Chris Proudfoot's behavior on certain things? Absolutely. I don't have to like these people to not accuse them of doing something heinous to their child. And I don't know them, any of them, to even have any feelings of like or dislike. I dislike the things that Seth has done by smearing the dignity of his child repeatedly and the re-abuse of his ex-wife over and over again while he's an active participant. Those are things that bother me.
Thank you, Samantha.
I don't know. I don't know. I hope you're right, Hatter's Madness. I really do. Hey, Carrie Chatterbox. Good to see you, beautiful. Yeah, I feel like that too, Mohawk Mom. Wow. Irony Rose. Unbelievable. She's in there telling Chris she feels sorry for him. Terry Lynn's telling Chris she feels sorry for him. What about Sebastian? I feel sorry for Sebastian. That's who I feel sorry for. This entire year, they've coddled the Proudfoots like they are the ones who are like, Sebastian's the victim. Sebastian.
Yes, he is.
But wait a second. Wait a second there, BJ. If Sebastian's the victim, then how are you using Sebastian's name in a filing to become a plaintiff in a state you've never even been to? How are you asking the court for an emergency order of protection if Sebastian is the victim? How did you become the victim? How did you and 9 other plaintiffs become the victims? Make it make sense.
I hope y'all see through this crap, y'all. And now they're trying to come over here and manipulate.
Trust and believe we see through it, and we have seen through it for a long time. Let's carry on.
Clue was accusing TJ of taking Sebastian and Terry Lynn's tonight. What are we doing? Clue, Chris, Florida Girl, and Terry Lynn, guys. Now y'all think about the stuff Florida Girl was doing last night. Breathing hard.
I just wanted to remind you guys of her recent fit about Terry Lynn being on panel other places. We're going to take a little walk back in time.
Last couple nights.
coming up on panel, breathing hard, burping on my panel, showing sex toys. It was all trying to sabotage me. All to sabotage me.
Well, she can stay over there.
Oh, wait. Did you just fucking become the victim again? Hey, Starlight. It's good to see you. Did you just, and thank you for being a member for 2 months. Did you just become the victim again? It was all to sabotage me. To sabotage me. I thought Sebastian was the victim. Oh, that quickly changes, doesn't it? It's always the BJ victimhood show. Let's carry on.
And you doxed out the hotel she was staying at, the town that the hotel was in, and everything. Terry Lynn said it was civil. Who's lying? Was it all a setup? That's a good question. Very good question.
Mohawk, of course. He watches everything.
How would he know unless he watched her? He does watch her. He does. No doubt in my mind. What did he say, y'all? Terabytes? Terabytes
Yep.
of data?
Mm-hmm.
He's all up in this. Now, my question, why? Why are you invested in true crime? Why? Why are you invested in all these channels? I mean, he even knows all of the nicknames. He knew I'm Butterhead, that they call me that.
Wait, so Chris can't know about the channels that have been disparaging his family for over a year, but it's okay for Seth to be up in your chat with a wrench and in all of the team chats? That's okay, though? Okay. All right. All right.
He knew that Binocular Bobby, right? He even knew that I have cellulitis, for fuck's sakes.
Well, yeah, you talk
Think about that. Yes, Lolly, he watches all of us. All of
Yeah, I mean, when you're going after his family, I would probably
over on Queen
same.
Bees?
I don't know.
Wow. Okay. Terry Lynn and Chris Proudfoot. Look. Check this out. Look at that. I like her background. That's really cool. Look at that. Terry Lynn, what are you? Please play the short before you leave so we feel better. We feel better and Seth. I will, I promise. Right? Yeah. He is a lyrical genius. I'll say that. And Cassie, thank you for the $5, my love. Don't you know? That's a clue. Okay, Regina, Terry Lynn is not best friends with UA. Okay. Chris kept bringing you up, Britt. Then he would say, oh, I don't pay no attention to her. He's watching you. Why does he keep bringing me up?
He watches people that cover you. Don't feel special. He doesn't need to watch you because people review the bullshit that you're doing and saying about his family. It's not that hard to follow. Don't feel special.
Just a Girl Who Loves Frogs gifted 5 memberships. Thank you, Just a Girl Who Loves Frogs. I appreciate that. God, please tell me he's.
And you know, the crazy thing is I believe that at one point in time that if you would have shown a moment of interest of learning facts, he probably would have entertained you too. He probably would have. But you've never been about bringing awareness. You've been about painting a picture about what the parents did to their missing child. So there's that.
He's not going to get a hate boner and be obsessed too. Jesus. I can't. Thank you so much, Just a Girl Who Loves Frogs. Thank
I definitely don't think you're giving anybody boners, let alone hate boners. And the moment you continue to go back at Chris for saying weird, inappropriate things, I'll just remind you that you said something about a hate boner for you. You're weird. You're fucking weird. Definitely not what it is. I got you, sis. Give me 1 second. Let's skip forward.
Exactly, Lori. They continue to say stuff like this when this is exactly what they're doing themselves. He's got his own little clique of women. Now Terry Lynn's added to the mix.
Hold on, sis. I gotta find my phone.
Listen, I love y'all, and I know some of you guys are saying that you are trusting. Holly Sharp, I'm gonna ask you, leave me alone. Leave me alone. Stop emailing me, please.
Sis, hold on. I gotta find my phone. I just had it in my hand. Where the frick did I put it? I hate that when I lose my phone. Oh, there it is. Got it.
I don't have anything to say to you. You lied on me. Okay. That's what you did, Holly, is very, very deceptive. You said that I didn't thank you for money you sent me, and that's half true. Not even half true. I didn't send you a symbol on Cash App, but I thanked you on a live stream every time you sent me that money. Even if I could have possibly missed one time that I don't even know, but I'm going to tell you that if you sent me money, I thanked you for it. There's nothing else to talk about at all. People, women, now Terry Lynn's added to the mix. Listen, I love y'all, and I know some of you guys are saying that you are trusting reality. Well, if she said on here that Terry and UA are, and Regina, I was told that Terry and UA are friends, and I did say on my live, you might not have heard me. I did say on my live over on my other channel that if that's not true, I apologize. That's what I was told. But I'm sorry if that's not true. But with that being said,
there's no proof that UA and Terry Lynn were friends. I mean, people run with anything and say anything. Yes. Do I find them both to be odd and liars? Yes. But do I think some things just are what they are? Yeah. And that's the UA Terry situation. I don't think they knew each other. I don't think there's this big, huge situation. And I'm going to show you why.
Oh, Megan said, all these hearts are for Holly. Are we square now? You're going to make me cry. Thank you, Megan. That was really sweet. Y'all are funny. What was I gonna say? Go watch The Help, smile and rest those nerves. Watch The Chocolate Pie. Miss Sunshine, Little Miss Sunshine. I just don't understand. These people, man, are so ridiculous.
Yeah. Well, sweetie, I'm gonna have to call it a night.
Well, is she tearing up? Oh. Oh.
Yeah,
I
yeah,
gotta go in a couple hours and take care of puppies.
yeah. Go get you some sleep. I ain't gonna be
Okay.
home much longer.
All right. Good night. Good night, everybody.
Good night. Love you.
Love you too. Bye.
Bye. It's just crazy, y'all. So crazy. And I'm sorry for y'all that I know there's a lot of you guys who the stuff with Terry Lynn, you know. I don't know. I don't know what she's thinking. I don't know where her mind's at. I feel like a lot of people give up and just go over to the other side because they feel it's easier, you know. It's easier just to go and kiss the shoe, kiss the ring or whatever, you know.
Kiss the shoe, kiss the ring. You feel like people give up and just give in. What are you talking about? You just blatantly make up lies on everybody. Every time you're corrected on misinformation, you just blatantly lie on people. Why are you so hesitant to touch the Terry Lynn situation there, BJ, when the rest of the team is coming out swinging for her? Why are you and Spanky holding back a little bit when the rest of them are like, fuck you, Terry Lynn? Oh, is it because you know more of what's going on here? My opinion.
It's just so weird. Here, let's play a little bit more.
License, like who's the license under?
Hey, right.
Who's the owner?
I agree. Let's play a little bit more. Let's play a little bit more from 6 months ago. Let's go back to September 18th, 2024. The date might be interesting to you. September 16th, 2024. Barbecue Lady was sent to cease and desist by the team. September 17th, Cluminati they drew up a cease and desist and an injunction against Cluminati. This was from September 18th. Let's take a look and see what we've got going on here. Because lo and behold, BJ hosted Terry Lynn. Let's watch.
Like straight up. I don't want to wish it. And then I was hearing everybody talking about it. They're like, oh, she put that one by Disney. That's good. I'm like, what in the hell? That's about an hour away from Disney. Y'all are retarded. So I don't know what you think.
Mr. and Mrs. E, doubling down isn't a great idea right now.
Oh, and they were discussing cease and desist going out to people.
I don't understand why they're doing that, quite frankly.
What is that? What do they mean? What does that mean?
Well, Barbecue Lady got a cease and desist, and she's done nothing but tried to instigate ever since. Hey, Carrie Lynn.
Hello.
Hello, hello.
That's not.
All right, who's ringing? Am I ringing?
I don't know who's ringing. Is it me? No.
I don't think it's me. Neil.
Is it me?
No.
I'm not ringing.
Was that me ringing?
I'm not ringing.
Oh, and guess who never was served a cease and desist ever? Granny. Granny was never even on the radar. Not one bit until they needed another plaintiff in Pennsylvania so they could claim RICO and racketeering.
Somebody's messenger. It's okay.
The irony of how all of this, when you look at the dates and the time and the characters involved and the players, and then you see how on March 17th, they were trying to start shit again and regurgitate rumors. And then that didn't really pan out. So 4 days later, we have an emergency filing for a motion for an order of protection. And then here we go again.
Okay, we don't hear it now.
Yeah, we're good. All right, we're good.
How are you, Miss Terry Lynn?
I'm good. I mean, I'm okay. I'm not gonna lie. I'm Terry. I'm here. It's been a absent time so far.
Are you seeing what's been going on?
I've tried not to see a lot of that stuff. I mean, like I said, Sunday, if anybody, or Saturday, Sunday. I mean, you have to eat crow sometimes. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And I'd say I was wrong. However everybody feels, it's up to them. But
I get
eat
it.
the crow, and sometimes we have to eat that stuff. It doesn't taste good. It sucks. But
I had to
you're
eat
wrong.
crow. Yeah.
Yeah. And
Oh, Terry Lynn talking about eating crow. Do you guys remember who she was talking about eating crow over? It was Tony Mathis is who she's talking about eating crow over. September 18th. That date will be key.
I will say that, listen, Tony's not that bad a person, though. I have to be honest. He's not. He's giving advice that I've listened to, and I did take it. You don't watch everything. Don't do it.
Yep.
It's the best thing that you can do for yourself and for your own everything. And I do want to say that the crow didn't taste good. It was nasty. Okay. That shit was gross. Okay. I don't like crow. I'll never eat that shit again. Y'all hear me? Ever again? Well, I'll eat that. I think I'll probably have to eat it some more times in my life, to be honest.
Oh, awesome.
Well, Terry, it's kind of like once you had it once, you don't want it again.
No, I
right?
don't want it again. Y'all can have that damn crow. I don't want it no more. But I mean,
That's what I'm saying.
I'm wrong, right? I'm wrong. And
Well,
I can say that. That's just the difference in some people. When you're wrong, you're wrong. And in doing all
It
that,
wasn't your fault, honey. You got
Well, yeah,
you
I
got
mean-
snickered in.
well,
you
still,
know?
you have to own it. You just have to own that shit, you know?
Yeah.
And knowing the things that, and I know that there are and have been some allegations that are disgusting and downright just sick that people can even contemplate. And I just want this to be really short and sweet. And I will say that, and I want Miss Betty to know this as well. I will be meeting and signing from what I did get to hear that day. And that was the location of her place being given out to everybody
Mhm.
to do with whatever they may. That puts somebody at risk, the same as it would put me at risk if it was done to me.
Oh, she was going to be meeting with Bullhorn Betty and signing a document saying that they put her in danger. Say it ain't so. And why you think that I might be extremely hesitant to believe her switch up all of a sudden?
And I will be doing that. I will be signing that. I will. Because no one deserves that. No one deserves to be bullied on the platform. No one. This is for everybody.
Yep.
And this has got to stop. And there's only one way to stop it, and that's head on.
Yep. Yeah. I don't, and I want to make this abundantly clear. Terry Lynn and I have not talked.
I have not spoke to you at all, to be honest, at all. I've not spoken
At
to
all. I haven't
don't
heard.
think any of y'all up here. I've not. I haven't really spoke to anybody much, to be honest. No one, because I haven't really. It just I don't. Everybody's going to have their feelings about people. They are. And I will say this: Crabtree is out there searching. No matter what anybody's got to say, I know people are going to have their feelings about that. Listen, I'm one. I can't be. I don't like mean girls, but I just hope that can be squashed with. But it's none of my business, so I'm going to stay out of that part of it. That's between anybody, the others. But a location right there is, as a female, don't ever do that. Don't ever give
right.
that. Okay. And so I have to say that, and it shouldn't be about a team this, a team that. Okay. It shouldn't be. This should be about let's do the right thing. Damn it. Let's find this. Let's find Sebastian.
I agree. So Tony
That's-
says, Chris,
But no.
Tony says CP gave the whole group Betty's location and vehicle type
I like
the
the
night
car, yeah.
before court and told them to harass her.
electric car.
Y'all,
Not down to the red roof. I'm just going to say it like that. And I'm going to leave it there. But I'm going to tell y'all right now, right is right and wrong is wrong.
and is barbecue lady just going along with this crap? Like she's just
Listen, I've got so much that has been sent to me and given to me that I've had to deal with and continuing to deal with that I'm shook still by this shit. If you heard it, you'd know mean is mean, and this is just wrong.
yeah, it is.
And, I will say that Stephen Crabtree wasn't involved in that stuff. On that.
Well. So which part are we supposed to believe? Which Terry Lynn flip flop are we supposed to believe here?
And that's the truth. I'm not going to lie for anybody. And he wasn't on that one. And I think that he's being manipulated by mean girls. And I have to stand that. I have to stand on that because I like I said it. Everybody has a feeling about how they feel about people, and I'm going to leave that on that right there.
I think a lot of people.
But I think he was pulled into some shit, and I do. But I don't hold that. I can't hold hatred. I don't. But I will when it's mean girls like this right here.
There's quite a
some
few
things that I know though. Y'all can say it's her mental health. No, it's not my mental health. But I know that some bullying has gone on with some folks like that, and I will not sit down and take that anyway. And so, if y'all want to continue to say that I have him in the trunk of my car, meaning Sebastian, continue. If you all want to continue to slander myself and Seth, continue because it's not going to end well. It won't. I've had to take action, and I'm not going to stop because I did not know Seth before this child went missing. I've not returned to a scene of a crime that allegedly we committed, and I would never put a child in my trunk. Y'all need help.
So did you sign the NDA before or after this? Asking for myself.
So I want to say this, the barbecue girl, to answer your question that you were asking last night. I think it was you were asking, or to comment on what you were saying about how you've done nothing except for, discuss a case. No, ma'am. No, ma'am. Discussing a case and sharing theories and opinions are one thing, but when you point the finger and blame somebody, you accuse Terry Lynn of hiding pants that you said 100% factually was Sebastian's old pairs of pants from when he was younger. And you accuse Terry Lynn and Seth, you accuse Seth of giving Terry Lynn those pants.
That's a lie. I never found glasses. None of this shit that they said I've done.
You can't do stuff like that. And I'm going to tell you another thing too. I want y'all to really listen to this because I have not spoken a word to Terry Lynn since the last time she was on my live. And she's come to the same conclusion that I have. I believe that there has been a narrative. Oh, I'm sorry, Emmy. I see you. I wasn't even looking. I was over here coloring. There has been a narrative from the moment that Seth Rogers come out and said the day that he went off on Trevor Lee and announced Tony as his spokesperson, the narrative was set in place to turn everybody against Tony Mathis. And if you really look, and I told Tony this myself, I can't see where the man has used Seth for money. I cannot see where the man has used him for any notoriety.
It hasn't.
By this time, it is my opinion that she was already in talks with Tony and others about taking legal action and, joining things like this.
I'm eating my crow I'm agreeing with you. It's the truth. I had to eat that shit, man. I had to eat, I'm eating that shit.
Tony's not a bad guy, y'all. He's really not. People, this community, we have just went along with what others were saying instead of actually. I'm upset at myself because I didn't use my God-given ability to critically think, and I just went along with what the crowd said. And I'm telling y'all.
Oh, kind of like you've done all along for the last year plus.
I'm telling y'all, think about it. What has he really done?
Nothing. He
What
has not.
he
He
been
has
fighting
spent money. I'll say that he has spent money out of his own pocket. He hasn't taken a dime. And I have to say that's just the truth. I've had that time, and I don't have. I'm going to be honest. I don't have beef with Stephen. I don't. He has intentions, but like I said, that's not my fight. I would love to see them squash this and let's do this because I know that he has intentions. I think that he's been misled by some people and he's allowed some things to get in the way at times. I get it, but I'm a woman. They're men. I've got to let them fight that fight.
Recently, as of 3-4 days ago last week, he's like a little brother to her.
Yep.
I just do. But I will say that. I have to respect somebody that has actually searched and searched and searched. And everybody has a right to how they feel.
Yeah, for sure.
They do.
I don't necessarily care for the guy, but I don't fault you. You know what I mean? I don't fault you for being friends with him.
I guess everybody's wired differently. Our hearts are wired differently.
I just hope he apologized to you because he was
He actually did.
Okay.
He did. And I think that he's been influenced. And sometimes people can be easily misled. And I wish to God that they could have a talk. I do. But that's not my fight. It's not. I'm here, hopefully, for what everybody else is for. And that is to find this child and let's get this child found. That's what is really the biggest focus right here. And I think sometimes our hearts do get in the way of things, and we let our hearts lead us. And I am easily led by my heart.
Yeah,
I really am. That's my biggest downfall of all is I let my heart.
So what led you this time to do the wish-washy, flip-floppy?
Heart judge everything, and it makes me so mad. But I'm never going to change that, because to damn change that would change Terry. And you know what? People can dislike me, and they can even say they hate me, and that's fine. They can hate the hell out of me. I don't care. I'm not here to be loved by everybody. But I'm gonna right is right, right is right, wrong is wrong. And I will be speaking to Mr. Frizzell, and I know him personally. I do. I've known him. He probably won't remember me, but I do know him personally.
Brittany, I'm sorry to interrupt you, but you're being told by IC Bama to check your email, please.
Okay, I'm grabbing it. I'm looking now. Thank you. No, I'm glad to hear this because I don't know if you guys have noticed it, chat, but I feel like there's a turnaround. You know, like I'm not saying that everybody's going to hop on board with us, but let's just look at it for what it is right now. You got Mr. and Mrs. E. You got me. You have Justin. You have Terry Lynn. You have
Well. Listen, the team. Isn't it ironic?
Mandy. I know Mandy's on board. There's so many channels. I don't want to even keep naming them and not get all of them. But there's so many that are coming together and pulling for the right cause. You know,
it's the right reason. And that's the other thing. When I did that search, Brittany, I don't know if y'all watched. I let no parent be spoke on at all. I let the parents, let's this be about Sebastian. Let's light this shit up in green.
Yep. And Lolly
needs to be found. We gotta find. That's the biggest thing right here that people are losing the perspective of. And I need that brought back.
Yep.
Because why are we even here?
Exactly. I don't want it not to sit here and like
no.
All of us got caught up. And I just want to make sure, because I don't want to leave them out. Lolly with Beautifully Broken, she has done an incredible job with her coverage on Sebastian as well. And I want to make sure that everybody make sure that you are subbed up to these channels. Silver's on the scene, Lolly, Cher. We have Mandy with Spirit Seeker Squad, Justin with Clutch Those Pearls. And if there's anybody else in chat, drop your name, because I don't want to make sure that I don't forget anybody. But yeah, I think Hindsight's been putting videos out.
Yeah, if we just got to do better. If we can keep it in perspective.
Not her being so excited about all the channels that were on board. On board for what? On board for what? Oh, you plaintiffs falsely accusing two defendants of some heinous shit? Oh, are these the channels that were willing to like stand by you and help you gather shit on two defendants?
Of who's really missing here? Who doesn't have a voice? That's Sebastian. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's why I said everybody was invited. You know what? People, and they're still going to gripe and moan about that stuff, right? They still did. It wasn't a private search, y'all. It wasn't. We had people that flew in. People flew in here. And I am thankful. And they know who they are. I'm not going to call them all out. They know who they are. And we had a damn good search. We really did. And together is the only way you're going to be able to do this. Because we're losing the perspective of this is about this child.
Yep.
Stop the other stuff. Let them fight hard. I don't care. But stop the slander too. That's what is going to stop.
What slander, Terry? What slander?
I agree with that.
Yep. Let's have respect for Sebastian.
Yeah, it's the only. I mean, it's the only right thing to do.
Mm-hmm.
I mean, when you have a divided line.
Doesn't this speech sound awfully reminiscent of what she just did last week? This is why I say I don't buy any of the bullshit any of you are spewing.
And you're not on board with the right thing. And that's him. That's Sebastian. That's who this is about. It's Sebastian. And we're supposed to be out there and breaking our necks for him. Or I don't even know why I'm even here.
Right. Right. Well, Trooper's mom, don't be offended. That's why I said drop the names, love. I'm on the spot. So it's not any, I'm not taking away from any of them either. Josh from the lab is incredible. He's one of my favorite channels. He's one of my top 5. John Q, the same. Silver's on the scene. All of them. Every one of them. Any channel that supports the cause of Sebastian and bringing him home and doing what's right, I stand with them. Laura,
and that's what we're supposed to do. I mean, we got to do that. That's what he. I mean, there's so, and I'm telling you, this Saint Sebastian. I'm going to go ahead and say it. That's going to be a household name one day for a reason.
Yep. Yep.
Because no child has touched a heart like this kid has. And people can say you can't love him. Bullshit. I mean, I can't say that because I mean, how can you not? I mean, he, I think, has touched every one of us. There's a reason that all of us are here.
Yep.
And it's not to drag this person, drag that person. It's not. It's supposed to be about him. He's the one that's lost, and he's the one that's getting and remaining lost throughout all of this. So everybody continues to stir the shit. He's still.
But it's about Sebastian, but you went and signed a document saying that Chris Proudfoot was basically doing something to Betty. I got you loud and clear. I got you loud and clear. Again, I'm going to ask Terry Lynn, did you sign the NDA before or after this?
No voice, and he's still lost.
Yep. For 7 months.
I know, and I'm telling you, that's why if we could all join, like I'm begging. I mean, I can put out as many flyers. I can put out and go buy signs and more signs and more signs.
Oh, don't cry, Terry Lynn. You
Yeah,
have done incredible. Listen, can't nobody take that from you. You know what you've done.
and
You
it's
know
not
what
about
you
that.
put towards the
It's
cause.
not about those things. It's that we've
Oh,
got to get this child. And we got to do the right thing. All of this right here, it takes away from him. It really does. When we sit here and we do this, I call it fuckery, and we lie, make these allegations that we've got him this way. Listen, my best friend gave me Sebastian from Little Mermaid because she knew how passionate I was. I don't need to be self-diagnosed by somebody I don't even know. I don't. No, thank you. And I don't need the clickbait little snags of things with anything to do with my name in them. I would be removing them.
Right.
I would be removing those and placing things down as.
Oh, you would be removing things with your name tagged in it? Is that why you attempted to copyright strike me? And then when that didn't work and YouTube said, yeah, see you later, then you, in my opinion, were behind me getting crazy, heinous threats sent to me. My belief is that it was highly likely you. She signed an NDA, Melissa. She signed an NDA for the team. Don't ask why, what. This is why I'm saying, like, it gives me the ick, but how reminiscent. The same old fucking speech. The same thing we just heard, and her like, I'm not sleeping with this person, or, the same old bullshit. This is why there's nothing here for any of us, like, to believe. She was so willing to bow to Tony and sign stuff on Betty's behalf.
Facts.
Mm-hmm.
I never knew Seth Rogers before this, and I never knew Sebastian Rogers before this, and I never knew the family for 40 years. Period. The lies have got to stop. Y'all got the wrong one. Right now, y'all this kid.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, y'all want to do something right? Get off of your ass and do the right thing.
Yeah, I like. You want to come back up, reality? Look, I like what Reality Windsor said. Well, I don't like it, but I mean, it's to stress a point. Ask yourselves why. Keep in mind that CP told Dog that Sebastian, he will never find. I think he said he'll never find it.
Ooh.
Where's the proof of that, BJ? Where's the proof that Chris ever told Dog the Bounty Hunter that? Oh, wait. You guys have never provided proof because it was supposedly on a phone call, a not recorded phone call by an intelligence agency. Sure.
Butter.
Nick was supposedly on the call. Nick, if you're still here, you can attest to that. Nick was supposed.
Hey, FBSI. It's good to see you. You notice how she just said Nick's here. He can attest to that. Yeah, the moment any of us start believing Nick is the moment that we should probably all fucking log off.
On the call along with Dog and Chris. It was a three-way, and he told us that they would never find him.
You hear me? Nick is no longer in the chat.
Oh, he's not. Okay,
sorry.
Terry Lynn, your heart is so pure.
Mm-hmm.
For Sebastian.
Well, some would tell you I'm the devil. And I don't care what people's feelings about me are. My thing is this. I just feel like he continues to get lost and just continues to get lost through this. And it's just like nobody sees it.
Yeah.
They just don't get it or something. I don't know.
Well, Terry Lynn, he's been lost since the first week. And I say that with all the fucking disrespect intended, because you have been a character who inserted herself to take attention off of a missing child. And again, I will say it very loudly. Fuck you for self-promoting and putting your YouTube channel on a missing flyer a missing child's flyer. That takes a level of sick I never want to experience or be around.
I think it's by design. I think they intentionally, or these whole narratives and distractions are being laid out before you to make us lose track of Sebastian.
Really? Who's providing all the distractions, though? Who's the one concocting all the distractions? Who are the characters with the distractions? Because last I checked, you are a plaintiff in a RICO racketeering filing. You are a plaintiff asking the court to grant you an emergency order of protection. You are one who's been lie after lie and misinformation and misinformation. You and your buddies create stories and concoct stories like off of Facebook posts that supposedly a bag of clothing was found in a landfill 2 months later, even though the landfill search happened within the first 10 days. You and your buddies constantly are creating distractions. Meanwhile, using the missing child's name for personal gain.
Absolutely. I mean, but I'm not falling, and I'm not falling for. I mean, I'm only one person, and I am thankful for every single soul that come out and join that search. It was good not to be alone.
Titanium, they just told me a little while ago about selling the Texas Roadhouse video in his Patreon for $3. I'm telling you, that guy is grimier than there's a few people. Smiley, Mob Crew, there's a high level of dislike for those people because it's right in your face what they're doing. Oh, I give so much. And well, he's talking about these other searches that he's been on, and he cares so much. And that guy is, who does something like that? Sells the last known footage, the last moments between a missing child and his mother out to dinner that we know of, sells it behind a paywall for $3. You have to be an entire level of vile to do shit like that.
Was,
hey, vibrator.
I don't feel like I'm alone. You know what I mean? Because I feel like I have when I take my chat there. All y'all, I call y'all my friends. I feel like I'm not alone. I'm just not alone like that. But it felt really good to not really be alone.
Yeah, I would imagine it puts things in perspective for you, and it makes reality set in when you have a search where people can come out boots on the ground and help looking. I can only imagine how surreal that is to actually be there.
Oh yes, I mean it was awesome. It was awesome to actually have humans there. It really was. I mean, it felt amazing to have those people there.
Did you have a good turnout?
Yeah, I think it was. It really was. And it was enough for us. It really was.
That's wonderful.
And it was enough that we could control, what we had. And we're not done. I'm going to do this every weekend. Every weekend, I'm going to do it every weekend. Every weekend.
Good. That's awesome.
I'm going to turn the meeting place will be a little different because, and I don't have the footage of that.
I'm telling you, this person right here, Terry Lynn, gives me fucking bad vibes. And it's not just because of the shit I've seen her do and the stories I've heard with proof, the exposures that have been done on her by so many people from her ex communities. It's because of her fake bullshit flip-flop, same word salad, stand for nothing shit that she's done all along. She keeps saying it should be about Sebastian. Again, she made a choice to put her name on a missing child's flyer to advertise her YouTube channel. Let him chase his tail. He's busy. Oh my God, you guys. Hold on. I got to show you guys this. Give me a second. Kenzie opens the door and she's like, he's so dumb. Sorry. Oh, now he stopped. Oh, no, he's back to it. Oh, he's going to stop. Oh, now he's probably going to go potty. Dang it. He'll sit there and do that until he falls all the way over. Like just crashes.
Did you tell them about last night what you did?
Yeah, but they already got to see him like freaking lose his shit today and throw a fit. They got to watch him in real time throw a tantrum over the cat's not playing with them.
If that person wants to turn that footage to whomever, they can. But having that person there that was with us, they did an amazing job as far as making sure that we were protect it. And I was like, well, dang, thank you. I
No.
was thankful. I was thankful. And we
Terry
did. Yes, ma'am.
In reality, though, I have to say this, Rainbow. If it's like interviews and stuff, that's a very common thing of creators. Again, I don't have any respect for him. Annie Elise puts stuff behind paywalls in her Patreon. I've heard that what's the one that does all of the body cam footage shit? She shit, what is her name? I don't watch her. I don't like her. Goodness, it'll come to me. Hold on. She's another one that does. There's a lot of them that do that. I disagree with it all. But again, laws have to change to be able to protect plunder. Thank you, Pika. Yes, you guys are. I love that you guys get my brain and you know exactly who I'm talking about. Plunder. I've heard she does it. Yeah, I don't. Sheila, I've had an issue with her since the Dre McCree stuff because she was jumping in there with Molly and those guys. I do not care for Zav Girl at all. Not one bit. I showed how she advertised that shit and built that up before she released those photos. I don't like that shit at all. I think it's grimy. But a lot of creators, you guys like do that shit. They sell calls and shit like that. Like they put it behind a paywall. I find it to be disgusting. And until laws change that protect the victims and the victims' families so they have some sort of recourse, it continues. It will continue. It's fucking gross.
You know, there's some of us who have disabilities. You know, I'm elderly. Is there anything, if we came out there, that we could do besides walk the grounds? Would it me coming out?
I still want you to get hurt. I don't want anybody to get hurt. That's my only fear because these are some really treacherous ravines. I mean, when you're looking down, you're looking down.
Well, I can't do that. I mean,
and that's what I'm scared. I don't want anybody to get hurt.
I broke my hip about 5 years ago, so I can't walk uneven ground. So, but if is there something I can do to bring snacks, bring water?
Water's left over. Because I was like cramming. I did. I still have some snacks left. I've got it.
I just wish I could do something, you know.
Oh yeah, that's gross. Rainbow, that's gross.
I feel bad.
No, don't.
I know you need people, and I feel like I'm not giving my part.
No, and I've said that. If you listen to me, and I said that. Listen, I understand. There are people that cannot do this. There are going to be those people that can't, and that's understandable. I promise you. I appreciate the fact that you just offered that right there. I promise.
Yeah, and then I can tell you what you can do. Because unfortunately, I'm not able to get out there, and I feel the same way as you. I feel like defenseless, or like I'm not doing my part. So I go and print flyers. And
oh, do you? You go and print flyers. So how is it claimed in a legal filing that the defendants are impeding the plaintiff's lawful legal right to search? Well, it's right here that you ain't doing shit. But it's in a filing that the defendants are impeding the plaintiff's lawful ability to search for a missing child. Say it ain't so.
And hand them out like when I'm just on simple grocery store trips. You know, sometimes people look at you like you're crazy, but for the most part, they're receptive. And I'll walk around and hand them out until they're all gone. You know, because we don't know. He could be anywhere.
Yeah, I'm scared. I don't want to shock. Yeah, I just.
Oh, so back in September, she was passing those flyers out. Oh, okay. All right.
If I could listen, if there was an ideal command, like little situation center, that'd be different. I'd say, hey, yeah, you can sit here right here. But you know what? At this point, I didn't even feel comfortable in that parking lot.
Yeah, I'd be scared sitting at a table by myself.
By the way, for anybody that says that she bought the printer so she could pass out flyers, I call bullshit on that because Seth said that he was willing to mail flyers out that he had been receiving. So why didn't she just get a stack of them from Seth? Since she's team Seth, right?
And I wouldn't want to.
And you guys all go out. Yeah, you guys all go out and search, and here I am sitting at this table by myself.
No,
yeah.
No. I would. We moved because it was. I don't. Yeah, I'm not going to all that, but we finally were able to move. And I was thinking,
next time we'll handle it over here. Like next time she goes up there, I'll tell her to pick my ass up because she only lives like 30 minutes away from me, and when she drive every time she's driving like on the road and she's filming herself driving, she always like passes right by my house right there. I'm gonna tell her next time like, hey, pick me up. I'll ride with you.
She's nice. I'm shocked.
Who?
I mean, I talked to her today and I was like,
Who
wow,
are you
I
talking about?
thought you were gonna
By the way, quick question. Are any of my friends in the Florida Keys? Any of you down there?
bite my head off.
Just asking for me.
Who?
Yeah.
Of course, you don't have to identify yourself, but if you feel comfortable emailing me, I got some questions. Thank you.
No, she
That
was
is
nice.
something we don't have,
She's
different.
really nice, you guys. I'm not even kidding.
No,
She's really nice.
But she's just like she gets like not overzealous, but what do you say? I guess overzealous. Like she just
It's
gets
passionate. Yeah, she gets
Yeah.
passionate.
Yeah,
I mean,
passionate.
you gotta be passionate. Look at me, I start singing.
Down by Key West, that area.
I mean, I'll just start singing some crazy songs.
But to be honest with you, like those, if you have a whole team of people that are pussyfooters or like like not aggressive, not passionate, and they're just like doing the minimum, you're never going to get anything done. You have to have somebody like Betty because that's the person that's going to grab the bull by the horns.
I got a wait, I've got me a what is that? I got a horn out there. What is that thing called? I've yet to use the damn thing.
Oh, yeah.
A bullhorn?
Hell yeah! You know what? A good friend of mine sent me that, and I said, "What in the hell am I supposed to do with this?" I've yet to use it.
Gamers cruising. Do you have a list of things to do to see?
Because my trunk is full.
Glue some rhinestones on it, like Betty.
I'm not, girl. I ain't putting rhinestones on there. What's wrong with you?
Don't say
I gotta
your
get some
trunk is full. If you talk about your trunk is full, they're going to accuse you of something again.
Oh my, well, fucking no. I mean, I can't even go to the grocery store. I don't have those. Be frank, that's one thing I don't have are those vests.
That's what you need.
Yes, I didn't think about that right there.
They got some really cute pink. I know, like I'm being all girly, but they have some really cute pink and gray ones. I'm telling you, all the girls be getting them hot pink and gray vests.
You
I
cannot
always
have
thought
those.
those
You
were
have to have
super
them.
cute.
Hold on, just I'm listening. I'm listening. Hold on,
No, I was just gonna say, like, I want to show a little bit of this video. This is from Allegedly Innocent today. She told it like it is, and she went in because these people are laughing at Nick the Hat, and they're laughing at Dog, and they're laughing.
Thank you. I'm going to make note of that. Thank you, guys.
Not taking this shit seriously. And I learned I didn't even know some of the things that she shared on this. All right, give me just a second, D's Mystery. I'll check it. CB says, notice all the good creators are on your channel tonight. Yeah, I'm not even gonna lie. I was a little paranoid. Well, not paranoid, but I was a little. Let me see my phone for a minute. Nervous about this stream because I was gonna tell everybody, where I stand.
Yeah. Well, I think everybody knows. Like they kind of can get the vibe, get the gist of it, and you just follow your heart, which is what you should do. But I'm not gonna lie. When you pulled up this video, I had no idea what it was, and I had to put my glasses on because I thought you were about to play that eat the cat, whatever that's.
Oh my God, don't do that. Don't talk about that.
I just want to. Can I say something real quick, y'all?
Yeah.
Go.
I just want to listen. I am going to take off here. I am. I just want to thank everybody that has had my back and has stood behind me, that has spoke up and said things. Thank you too, Brittany. Thank all your mods, and I think we share a lot of the same people. And for everything, it didn't go. Nothing's gone unnoticed at all. And I appreciate all the support. I really do.
On the same token, Terry, you have not gone unnoticed either.
No,
we love you.
I do
We love
appreciate it.
you.
I just want to let y'all know before I bounce out of here because I do. This is a tough.
Well, shit, they loved her in September. How quick that happened. How quick things turned around. They loved her in September.
This is one of the hardest things right here for me, and it has been. So I don't want to stay up too long.
Crispy, I think it's posted right above you. It's nonsense on the DA web at gmail.com. This is why they're love shit. We love you. We love you. Really? Y'all, Nana's not drunk. I don't know if it's illegal, but I would definitely think that the parents have recourse for that. Yeah, I would think that there's some sort of recourse for that for sure, to put that behind a paywall. You guys I love the suggestions. Thank you guys.
I wanted to come up here and just say what I needed to say, and also say thank y'all.
Thank you, and we love you.
Carolyn, thank you.
And
Good night,
thank
Terry.
y'all, and I love y'all.
I'm glad
really
to hear
do.
you again. We were thinking about you last night, so I'm glad you came in.
Yeah, I appreciate every single one of y'all. I really do. I promise you, I love you, and I will be here. I will. I promise, I'll be here.
Don't be a stranger over here. We love you over here.
Yeah.
Love
Take
you
care
too.
of
Love y'all.
yourself,
Thank you.
sweetheart.
Thank you. Thank y'all.
You're strong. Stay strong.
Stay strong, hugs.
They loved her.
And Nick just came back. What was the question you had for him, Brittany?
Oh, I completely forgot now.
Oh, and Nick what came back.
All right, so I'm going to say this right now because I just got an email. Barbecue lady, you are disgusting.
Oh no.
And she's using Sebastian's. Hold on a minute. Listen to this.
Isn't it, don't you think? She gets off panel. Nick comes back in the chat. Nick was there right before Terry Lynn popped up. Nick's buddy Hong is the one taking goes at Terry Lynn. Huh, some things that just make you scratch your fucking head or your ass.
Fundraiser by Barbecue Lady. Stand with Barbecue Lady to raise funds.
They're telling Nick in the chat, Nick, Terry is great. Love you, Terry Lynn.
Hi, friends. I'm Barbecue Lady, and for the past 6 months, I have used my platform to spread positive awareness for missing Tennessee teen Sebastian Wayne Drake Rogers. But now I'm facing legal litigation demanding that I stop my efforts to share his story. This legal battle isn't just about me. It's about making sure that people like Sebastian aren't forgotten. I'm committed to standing up against this order so I can continue raising awareness, but the legal fees are
Nick says, Terry Lynn, you're so nice.
more than I can handle alone. That's where I need your help. Your donation will go directly towards my legal costs, allowing me to fight back and continue my work to help bring Sebastian home. No family should feel like they're alone in the search for a missing loved one, and no advocate should be silenced for trying to help. Please consider donating to share this campaign, please consider donating or share this campaign. Every contribution makes a difference to keep Sebastian's story alive. Thank you for your support, Barbecue Lady. She's using Sebastian's name to raise funds to fight
Sounds like she's gonna barbecue her butt.
defamation that she has spread on multiple people.
Well, at that point in time, it was defamation, huh? Quickly turned into RICO and racketeering. Isn't that ironic? Again, what I find so interesting at this point in time is that, once again, Granny wasn't even on the radar.
Wow. Oh, wow. Really? Is it illegal? Random says what she's doing is legal.
It is legal. Nick keeps saying she's barbecuing her butt.
Nick said a lot of things that none of them have panned out yet to be true. I'm still waiting. Where's this federal lawsuit? Where's this 10 states, 50 plaintiffs, or 50 defendants, additional plaintiffs? Where's that? Huh.
Nick is
Made
posting.
over $300 so far towards your legal fees.
It's 400 and something right now.
Wow.
It said that she has to raise $25,000.
What?
It's gonna be more than that.
Well, wait a second. BJ, you didn't have to raise funds for legal defense yet, did you? Because yours was free. She be free.
You trying to raise 25,000?
Yep.
Yes, that's what somebody put in the chat. I'm sitting here thinking $25,000. That's a lot of money.
I'm petty and vindictive. Does anybody know her real name? I've been more than happy to call the IRS about some of her trickery.
Oh, not BJ's mod SW threatening to call the IRS on Barbecue Lady.
Yeah, but Nick is stated that this is criminal, so it's going to be a lot more than 25,000.
She's reality. Nick stated a lot of things. You said he stated this criminal. Where's the criminal charges? Where's the order of protection? Where's the federal RICO case? Where's the 20 years in fucking jail? Where's Bruce Castor? Oh, wait. Just some more bullshit from fucking 10 plaintiffs using a missing child for fucking games and LARPing? You don't say.
She thinks we aren't filing, but we told her to call our lawyers by tomorrow. Wow.
Again, you don't get in bed with these guys unless you have some pretty nefarious things, usually around sexual assault, to cover up. You don't call a fixer unless you're involved in a scandal, do you, Mr. E? Mr. E, I question, why did you become buddies with these people? They don't seem to be your cup of tea. You said flat out, if you're involved in nefarious things and you need a fixer, who are you going to call? Huh. So, I just wanted to bring that full circle though, because that whole situation there sounded awfully familiar to Terry Lynn's recent spin of events of, I'll burn it down. It's about Sebastian. It's always about Sebastian. Fucking shut the fuck up, Terry Lynn. Seriously, you and all the other fucking characters like Mob Crew. Fucking Chris. Looks like he just smells fucking musty, and I'm sorry. I said that. You go back to the first time I reviewed Mob Crew. I said that shit publicly. It is what it is. I don't care who's offended by it. He does. Okay? He smells musty. I'm calling it right now. You have to be a musty, dusty ass to be able to fucking sell a video that's publicly available behind a $3 paywall. You have to be a whole level of disgusting to do anything like that. Is there anything else you guys want to watch before we get out of here tonight? Sorry, Pika. I'm over it. Can you guys tell? I'm fucking over it. I'm just like, take the wheel. Take the whole wheel. Oh, Dutch. Hold on. Hold, please. By the way, for those of you that got clickbaited in here, I'm sorry. I'm sorry. I do sound over it, Sunday. I am over it. I'm just over the same old song and dance. Marcy, I intend on it as long as my girls are good. One has a project she asked for help with, so as long as I get that done when they get out of club, I will be. The title of her video, just so you guys know what I was doing here, was the title of her upcoming video is called The Projection is Rich. Okay, I'll play ball with you. So that's why the title of this video is Let's Play Fetch. She's going to drama and the clip channels that I'm going to go to the clip channels because they remove context. So it's the lies I want to tell on people. So I said, let's fucking play fetch. Bitch, if you want a ball in your mouth, go get a ball in your mouth. At least it might you have something to choke on instead of just fucking your tongue. Hell, I'll play with Hank. But like I said, he plays keep away. He ain't even fun to play with. He just runs in circles and is a tripping hazard. Give me a second. I'm transferring these to myself. Duchess made us some funnies. The beautiful Duchess sent me some funnies. Oh. Okay. Hold on. One more second. Got one more. Come on. You can tell I'm airdropping stuff that beep beep. Who are you gonna call? Ghostbusters. All right, let me see. Let me load them. Let me load them really quick. It always takes me a few minutes. There's one of them. Let me find the other one. Oh my gosh, I have some freaking wild shit. I should just go through and delete so much of this shit. All right, here you go. Courtesy of our beautiful Duchess.
Darling, correct me if I'm wrong, but at some point in your life, perhaps when you were a child, someone took you aside and said, you are important. You have something important to say. People are dying. They're clamoring to hear your opinion. Did that happen, darling? Well, if so, I hate to be the bearer of bad news, but they lied to you. Nobody cares. Your opinion is worthless. It's trash. Keep it to yourself.
Well, I mean, there's that. And here's this.
I'd like to see the police report.
We didn't call the police.
Why not? Why not? Were you all drunk?
Yes, no, ma'am, I was not drinking.
Drugging?
No, not drugging.
No.
They slept together, Your Honor.
Just a second.
Admittingly,
Listen to me.
slept together.
Listen to me.
Okay.
I know my customers.
Yeah.
I've been doing this for 50 years.
Okay.
50. 50.
My apologies.
Very good.
Very good. That's our beautiful Duchess. She's always got some fucking funny ass shit going on over there on TikTok. I don't know how she can like I have a good memory as far as weird shit. She can repeat those lines and I'm like, how do you do that? I can't do it. She's great. That's the beautiful Duchess. And no, ladies, that is not all like, she might have a TikTok filter on there, very probably lightly. She's just naturally that gorgeous. Yeah. If there's any woman on this app, BJ, that I'm envious of, it would be Duchess, because she's a pretty one. So I know your friends keep telling you that we're all envious of you. We're jealous. We're so jealous. Bitch, your little short that you did outside with the filters, you know, the filters. Meanwhile, you have a community post telling somebody to lose the filters, bitch, and post something. If you didn't have filters, yeah, I feel bad for the camera. Anyways, you can tell you haven't seen outside in a long time, but you proved your point. You get out all the time, walking out your door. You proved it. Fixed us. Totally fixed us. And by the way, for anybody that doesn't know, I fucking poke at BJ over the nails thing. I don't think she was copying me. There's so many people that get their nails done. Again, it was just me poking at her because she kept saying, how do you wipe your ass? For somebody that wears nails all the time and gets them done like she claims she does, you wouldn't be asking somebody how you wipe your ass with nails on. You know how to wipe your ass with nails on. But I guess that would have to mean wiping your ass first and foremost. So any other bullshit we need to talk about, look at tonight? Anything else? I'm going to try to do the trial recap as long as I don't get caught up on this project. But the project comes first. Do you guys kind of see where I feel the way I do, though? Do you guys have any questions about what I showed and why? If you do, ask me, because it feels like sometimes people get confused by what I'm doing. I stand where I stand and said what I said because this shit don't make sense. The distractions, all of that stuff. Oh, by the way, Granny had a panel this morning that might cause high blood pressure for certain people because a person by the name of Big Al joined panel. I didn't even know. I don't know. I didn't know about Big Al, but I learned today. And let me just say, he cracks me the fuck up first and foremost. He seems like a very nice guy. Very, very nice guy. And he's funny as fuck. And I was stunned to hear of some of his experience. Stunned. I could not believe that the husband was brought in to basically say that this man made him uncomfortable because of it's fucking weird. It's so weird. Mo, I don't know. Hold on. Let me go ask Kenzie if that's what she's doing. Kenzie's look really good. That's something like it's a luxury. Don't get me wrong. But I work a job, actually have a job, those things. So I can, that's one thing I do for myself. I don't color my hair. I don't spend gobs of money on clothing. I don't that is the one thing. Pedicures every 6 weeks. And then in the winter, I usually go 8 weeks, 6 weeks in the summer because I'm in flip-flops year round here. And then my nails every 2 to 3 weeks. That's something that but I also go to the same nail salon. I get discounts. They're great to me. It is what it is. So a lot of people pay crazy prices. I don't do that. Cheaper the better for me, as long as they look good. Hold on just a second. Kenzie's got everything on. Lucy, I didn't know him. Kenz, is it Gel X nails that you do?
No.
What is the stuff that you're doing?
Acrylic.
It's just acrylic? She's been doing her own, and they look really freaking good.
Oh, those press-ons never come off.
Oh, they're just press-ons? They're
Gel tip, I don't know what they're called. They don't have a top or a base or any like coat on them. They're just plain nails, and then you put the coat on.
I'm interrupting her. She's kicking people's asses in her game right now, so that's why she sounds a little irritated, because she's focusing and I'm interrupting the focus. You know, kicking people's asses on a video game is high priority around here. I shouldn't be complaining because she went back in her closet, so we should just be good with that. And I should just shut the door and just walk away. She does some sort of nails, and they look good. They look good as hell. Do you want to say bye to your friends, Hank, and tell them what a brat you are? Okay. One last Hank cam, because I just got to make sure everybody knows I just got Hank just to exploit him. Not because of him and Bella being friends. Not for the sake of him and Bella snuggling. Not to help Bella out of depression. Just for YouTube. Just for you guys. Hold on. Come back here. Come back here. Come back here. Hold on, we got to go to him. Come here. Come here, sir. Can you tell your friends you like your cows? Oh, and I do have mini cow videos loaded for you guys. I'll load them. Can you tell your friends bye? Can you, not your butt. That's a Kiki thing. Can you tell your friends right here? Right here, your friends. No, let's not eat them. No, let's not eat your friends. Hank, say hi, bye. Look at who's that. Who's this doggy in the window? Who's this doggy? Oh, good boy. That's a good boy. That's a good boy. There's the buddy. Yeah, now we're gonna chew on them. Oh, thank you. Thank you for the kisses and the bites. I can't wait until his teeth are like razor sharp. Razor sharp. He's so good. He's ridiculous. I'll try to get a video of him tonight after our walk. After we do walks. Oh, did I tell you guys about the little Yorkie that scared the shit out of him? He drug my ass home. When I said the other day it was during Duchess's live. I was talking about it in the comment section. I'm not even joking. I almost face planted. We got to the corner of we have this big park that we go around. So we got to the corner of the park, probably like 2 blocks from here. You hit the corner of that, and it's like you can go down a hill, and there's a huge freaking park. A little damn Yorkie came out barking. And this mofo, huge, he's big compared to a Yorkie. The hair on the back of his head stood up, down the spine. He hit that leash, the end of the leash, and took off running full speed ahead. And I'm in flip-flops. Didn't even think anything of it. My own dumb fault. He ran so fast, my little short ass legs, I'm barely keeping up. And I'm dying. I'm a smoker. I'm not in shape. Never going to say I am. He ran all the way back. Didn't even stop. He got to the garage, to our house. He went right back to our house. Knew right where to go. Ran in that freaking garage. Panted. Got in the house. Went, laid in his bed and crashed. He was scared shitless. Oh, Shaggy, he's big. He's a big boy. He's going to be a big boy. And he's just so goofy. He's just so do-do-do-do-do, do-do-do-do-do. Come here. Come on, huh? You're a goofy boy. All right, you guys, I'm going to go work on this project with them. And then as long as we get done in time, I will see you guys tonight. If not, it won't be a daytime stream tomorrow. Tomorrow will be a night stream only. So if I do not get the day 2 and 3, we'll do 2, 3, and 4 tomorrow night. For sure. I have a doctor's appointment and things to do tomorrow. So thank you guys for the suggestions about Florida. Keep them coming. I'll tell you guys later why. And I will see you guys very soon. I hope you guys all have a wonderful night. I don't know who's on. Anybody have any suggestions of who's on? Oh, by the way, go check out Hartley. Go check out Hartley's clips. I bit my tongue a few times today. There were some shocking things. So with that said, Queen's on. There you go. I don't know who else is on. Perfect. There you go. Have a great night, you guys. See y'all later.